Crawford.
And I'm Sean Majumder, and tonight a special episode of 20.
Presentation of CBC Sports.
Teams from the territories aren't often in contention at the Scott Tournament of Hearts, but this week Kerry Cooey is changing all of that. Cooey calls the game with Monique Gagne throwing final stones, impressing everyone with her shot-making skills. And she undoubtedly will have to be at her best tonight against Cathy King of Alberta. The 1998 champion lost 3 of her first 4 games, but now is back in contention. Her record, 3 wins and 3 losses. So tonight, in Draw 11, it's 1998 champion Cathy King against Kerry Cooey of the Territories, the feature game in St. John's. We say hello to you from St. John's and Mile 1 Stadium, the venue for this 2005 Scott Tournament of Hearts. Without question, the surprise team of this 2005 championship has been the team from the territories, skipped by Kerry Cooey, off to a 4-2 start. Tonight against 1998 champion Cathy King of Alberta, who has evened her record at 3-3. Hi everybody, I'm Don Whitman and welcome to our CBC coverage. Tonight coming to you on The Score. Well, it's interesting the way things have shaped up over the last couple of draws. Atop the standings now is the Jennifer Jones team from Manitoba. 6 wins and 1 loss, and Jones has the bye this evening after winning 2 games today. Stephanie Lawton of Saskatchewan dropped to 2nd place with her loss to Colleen Jones, and the 6-time Canadian champion is back in contention with a record of 4-3. But it's Kerry Cooey of the Territories tied for 3rd place with the team from British Columbia, skipped by Kelly Scott, that has been the big story. These are the games tonight. We're going to focus on the battle between Alberta and the Territories. That is our feature game. And joining me, as they always do, Joan McCusker and Mike Harris. And Mike, the shot making of Monique Gagne has really been something to watch over the first half dozen draws.
It has, and she's come through when it's mattered most in the late in the games. 10th end against PEI, we saw her make a terrific in-off to secure a deuce to win that game, and made a couple of great shots against Ontario yesterday to crack a big 5-ender, and they're going to be tough today, but Alberta, I think they're going to be the favorites heading into this match.
Well, Joan, you've seen Cathy King play a fair bit. You've competed against her, and she seems to be getting back into form. She had a very tough start, some very tough games.
She did. She would, you'd have to say, early in the round robin, she's played the tougher teams. What she has left are the easier half of the round robin, and when she becomes comfortable, she's scary. Definitely the confidence in her teammates. It's a strong team from Alberta. That's got to be scary for the rest of the field, including this hot team from the Territories.
Monique Gagne, as I said, plays 3rd, throws 4th stones, and I think this is going to be the matchup to watch at skip position.
It sure is. As we mentioned earlier, Monique has come up big, but she's also been facing quite a few stones, opposition stones. Cathy King, however, is a veteran and ranked 3rd in the standings right now in percentage. She has the strategic advantage, I believe, over this Territories team, and she's going to be the leader out there.
Well, Cathy King knows that she has her fate in her own hands, and this team from the Territories, a very loose, relaxed group. They've been having a lot of fun here, and they will enjoy it even more if they can win tonight against Cathy King.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Scott Paper Limited and its family of quality paper products.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
We really love working the dogs together. It's fun to watch the young pups as they come up in the family. And it's great to be part of the True Value family. Our customers know they can count on us for good sense, good service, and doggone good value.
True Value, official hardware supplier to Championship Curling.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. Tim Hortons Briar, Regina Party Rock. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
For centuries, the Strauss family harvested herbs throughout Europe. Practicing herbalists, they've been handing their recipes and processes down through the generations. 7th generation herbalist Jim Strauss learned the craft at his grandmother's side, gathering and tasting herbs from the time he could walk. Strauss Herb Company, celebrating their 25th anniversary with 25% off 50 and 100 milliliter bottles of the original Strauss Heart Drops. On sale now at participating health food retailers.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by the original Strauss Heart Drops. Trust the tradition. By Ford, built for life in Canada. And by Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
The busy St. John's Harbor, very close to the Mile 1 Stadium. The scene of the Scott Tournament of Hearts. And as we mentioned, the feature game tonight, Kerry Cooley of the Territories against Cathy King of Alberta. The tough part of the schedule starts tonight for this Territories team. Tomorrow they play BC and Team Canada, Thursday Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So how they fare tonight against 1998 champion Cathy King may be an indication of what we'll see over the next couple of days.
Well, they're 4-2 right now, but you know, if they can emerge through the next 2 days still in playoff contention, now there'll be a great tribute to this team. They're going to have to keep up their excellent shot making. They hope to do so.
But as we pointed out, they are the perennial underdog. They have nothing to lose, and they're playing that way too. Never nervous with rocks in play or in difficult situations, and Monique coming up big, making big saves in games for this team.
Well, they always seem to be having a lot of fun on the ice.
Line's good.
Tracy Bush, who plays lead for Team Alberta, has to commute from Red Deer to Edmonton to play with her teammates. Wait till we tell you about the commute for two members of the Territories team.
I would just like to make a note of the guard we have here in the first end.
Oh, we should clap. We should clap.
That's great
clapping. It's the first time, you're right.
First game we've had where someone has thrown out the guard in the first end.
And I want Neil Harrison to take note. There's an article I wrote a couple of years ago how he wanted to see a guard thrown in the first end. There it is.
Line's good.
Heather McNabb-Nystrom, one of the two women on this team who live in Yellowknife. Kerry Cooley is the other. But this is a team, a young team, a team that hasn't played a lot together, that is not afraid to play with rocks and play. And look at this draw down to the shot stone. Game on in the first end.
In years past, it might have been a question of ability, a question of skill, a question of strategic experience, and none of those things are in question with this team.
gotta go. Top 8.
I think you're right, Joan. The only real challenge that this team has is that because of the distance that they live apart, they just don't get enough time on the ice together, and that in an event like the Scott Tournament of Hearts can make a difference. But certainly the skill level is there.
It'll catch up to them at some point in time. The question mark is when. Tracy Bush, the lead for Alberta, I'm very impressed with. We've watched her a couple of times over the week.
Short's fine too.
She makes a ton of shots. She throws very nice, has great weight control.
Kelly Sharp has been the adopted star of the spectators here at Mile One Stadium, originally from Newfoundland, now playing for the Territories.
Whoa. Okay. Nice weight, Kelly.
Couldn't quite get past that very tight center guard.
We covered the sheet in our opening draw, Ontario versus Team Canada, and there was a lot of movement on this intern side in the odd ends,
No, I know, but we're still
outtern
beyond this one, eh?
coming home, and we'll watch for that this evening to see the tremendous amount of finish, as opposed to some of the other sheets we've been watching thus far.
Okay, Ray. Feel.
Certainly has been my impression from watching that the outside sheets A and D have more movement generally than the inside sheets B and C. But, we talk about the ice maturing or curing, as the ice maker would talk about, and it will still change a little bit.
She moves both yellow stones, one sitting on the edge of the 12-foot, last rock on this opening end, belonging to Alberta.
Give me a little more ice there, Kelly. Okay, let's find out.
You said Dawn Kelly Sharp, new to this team, new to the Territories, just moved this fall, following her fiance, who took a job in the Territories.
Just tight. Whoa.
Yeah, she moved to Inuvik in the fall.
Yep.
And that's about 1,000 miles away from Yellowknife.
Hard. Okay. First one I didn't have enough ice for her, and then she threw her second one out tight.
Territories
Just lighter too.
with a 4-2 record. That first game was a loss to Nova Scotia. They were beaten soundly 11-3 in their very first game by Nova Scotia's K Zink. But they bounced back and have only lost one of their next 5.
It's 75-80. Yeah, she threw a 56 on her first one. Okay, lots weight. Almost tack. Oh, I got nothing. Yep, got nothing. Coming now. Stay close.
Alberta looking just to move these two red stones perhaps into the ring.
Shot.
Super shot.
Atta girl.
Puts a lot of pressure on the Territories.
Raylene's husband, Marcel, who plays lead for the Randy Furby foursome, told Raylene, he said, enjoy it, embrace it, have some fun playing in front of a big crowd. He said, when I play in a facility where it's quiet, he said, I lose my concentration.
Well, he'll be able to help her further. He's coming out to the rock tomorrow.
Control, girls. Get the roll. I like this turn, hey?
But this is a rarity for our games, those that have been on television through the draws to date.
Let's do it.
That we have a lot of stones in play in the very first end.
Control. Yeah, let's get control. Whoa. Right on. No. Sit. Nice weight, Kerry. Nice shot, Kerry. Say a little up. Maybe a little bit. But that's pretty. That's more.
That was a good shot.
Pack.
Important there to out-count that other top Alberta stone at the top 12 on the left side.
Front, that's okay. Okay, hack weight.
Looking for a lightweight tap back on this yellow stone.
Kerry Cooey wanted to stick and block that tap back. It was important to stick around the house so that their Yellowstone wasn't so lonely, but made this shot available.
Got nothing.
Is it going to bend enough to make contact with the shot stone?
Hard, Cathy.
Yes, she catches a corner of it, rolls it back. It remains
All right.
second
That's
shot,
good, Lori.
but now Alberta has the shot stone at the back of the fourth.
Board. Want to do this? Yep. Just board. Board? Yep. Yeah. Okay, girls, let's do it. Little less.
Prior to the Scott, this territory's team as a group had only played 22 games. There are teams in this competition that have played well over 100.
Board. Whoa. Up a bit. Whoa. 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 Close to control. Yeah, board up. Whoa.
Looks
Okay,
good.
well, stay in there. Yeah.
That's a good shot. A little bit of pressure on Alberta. Although they've only played 22 games, Dawn, the three of them, Kerry, Monique, and Heather, have played many years together off and on as they've been through juniors, with the addition of Kelly this year.
Hard! Hurry for line! Hurry! Whoa! Yeah! Yep, right over. Great.
Inside roll by Lori Armistead, partially behind cover.
Great sweeping. That's it. Yeah, control? Yep. Straight up, Mo. Or we could just come down to it. I like this. Just nose.
It's a simple 8-foot straight back race. Piece of cake. When you relax,
You guys like
these
the
shots
nose?
have been looking easy, but
Nose?
another option
Yeah.
is the freeze here.
Sounds good.
I don't mind this run back.
Okay, girls.
They're sitting second and third shot.
You just need to be careful that it doesn't over curl and possibly
Do that,
raise back
Pearl.
and chip one of your own yellows out.
Nice control.
Monique Gagne at third stone was born and still lives in Hay River. That's about 500 miles from Yellowknife.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Hard! Hard! Hurry! Hard, hard, hard!
Trying to drive the top yellow back onto the shot stone. She'll slide it back onto her own at the back.
It's fortunate she didn't chip her own out and roll out. Otherwise, it would have left an open hit to lie 3 or 4. Cathy trying to figure out how to get these 2 yellows out of the rings.
If you like that, we can play it.
I don't like trying to get those other ones out. Let's just put another one in here somewhere.
I don't mind drawing around here. Okay, we can do that. Do you like that? That's the only way they get out in the end. Do you like that? Yeah.
I don't know if I like that or not.
It's not busting too hard to the corner.
She's calling for a draw into here, but what that will open up is for the territories to get a little hit and roll off of this one and get out of the end behind that guard. I really think that that might be a better call for Alberta.
I agree.
You didn't curl much in practice. It better take less, so it's not doubling them up.
They didn't really talk about going over to this other side, Mike, which I'm kind of surprised.
Okay, you got a cap.
Less yet!
And you can see there the right side of the sheet, there's plenty of room to roll. You can roll anywhere from a foot to 3 or 4 feet and be buried, lost and buried.
Where are we?
What is it?
Where? It's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, these are the numbers again that they use.
We're through.
Time zones, 10 is back 12.
Through.
Opportunity for the territories to get out of the end.
Okay, Kath. What'd you get?
That's not the start that Cathy Kane was looking for, certainly.
Okay, Kat.
It's wide open on this side.
I know, but it's going to curl there. Oh, have to play it across the face.
Looking at just picking it initially, but I think the shot that you drew up, Joan, the hit and roll behind is fine. And if you happen to nose it, it's a little bit of a danger there.
Do you want to throw board?
But
and even if you
worth
clip
the risk, I think.
Even if you clip the yellow stone that's right behind it, you'll be buried in line 2. I think it's worth the try. Really put pressure on Alberta.
Mo, do you have this? Okay, with control then? Yeah, control. Yeah, I like that, Mo.
Seem to be concerned about that straight back jam.
Okay, girls.
Yeah, this is the safer, simpler shot. She does again. If it does over curl though, and does clip her own at the back, that will leave Cathy King a double for perhaps 3. She needs to be a little bit careful. Hitting and rolling out here would be just fine.
Yeah, control. Yeah. Hard.
This is where her run back was that curled up past the nose.
Hurry! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
She drives the red through, gets a roll, and they lie 3.
And you know, you watch your opponents just throw one through the rings. It's nice to force her to draw. She rolled that into a great spot.
It's just so much easier just to play that way.
Well, if you're not going to steal on the opening end, it's always nice to force your opponents to take one.
Oh, yeah, and this isn't the easiest shot either.
You got it.
Another option here would be to throw the in-turn draw to that back stone. If you happen to be a little bit heavy, at least you draw it down to that one at the back 12 and maybe get the steal of 1. Overthrowing this one, we've seen rocks having difficulty getting across the center line. Just be careful this doesn't run down the line.
Okay, that's better.
Final stone of the opening end.
No line! Whoa, no backing! Whoa! All you! Okay,
Laurie Armistead was yelling whoa when they were brushing. And was she right?
Sit. Sit.
It's going to be a steal of 1. So the Territories is first on the board against 1998 Alberta and Canadian champion Cathy King.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup. Or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's?
Sounds good. Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts is coming to London's John Labatt Centre next February, and full event passes are on sale now. For the best seats in the house, you can call toll-free or order online. Come join us in the Forest City.
The new Ford 500. We thought about space safety architecture to give you more protection. We thought about command seating to give you a better view of the road. We thought about all-wheel drive for more control. We thought about all these things so you'll have less to think about. The new Ford 500. We keep thinking about what a sedan should be because we want you to drive a Ford.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get off your line and go curling!
Back pain. It can affect more than your back.
Robax Platinum, a special combination of 2 active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
A couple of missed draws on the opening end by Cathy King enabled Kerry and the Territories team to steal a point. Cathy, prior to this game, told me that she's quite comfortable now, knowing that she has her destiny in her own hands.
Welcome back to the Score Studios, everybody. Quick NHL update. And it looks like Wayne Gretzky can take charge of Team Canada if he so chooses, after the NHL has decided it would not interfere with league personnel wanting to take part. Gretzky has yet to confirm his participation. Now let's get you back to the Scott.
Really can't afford any more losses, but 7-4 has most times got you into a tiebreaker. So we're still looking to stay at 8-3.
Well, right now, 4-2 is the record that would take you into a playoff. 6-1 is Jennifer Jones of Manitoba. Stephanie Lawton is 5-1. Tough losses for King. Games that went right down to the wire. Losses to Saskatchewan, British Columbia, and Team Canada. Particularly that Team Canada game, they cracked a big 4 and seemed to be in control. Gave up a 3 on the very next one.
In the 8th end, and it was an innocent 3 too. There wasn't looking like any way that Team Canada could get more than 2 before Cathy King threw her last stone, and it ended up in the worst possible spot.
Okay, guys, sorry.
I think they felt very bad about that loss, that was a game that they should have won.
60-something, 62 or something. Yeah.
The nice thing for Cathy King, though, is she has played all of the front runners so far, and as I said, the nice thing, again, destiny's in her own hands, so that's all you can ask for as a player. You like to have your fate in your own hands and not having to count on anyone else.
Oh, well, we have room. We have room. Oh.
Another center guard up from the Territories.
Back here? No, we're top. Yep. Room.
And another great come around.
Yep. Hard. Hurry. Nice shot, Heather.
They are not afraid to put those stones in the rings.
Well, when you're putting them in the exact spots like that, I can see why. They're wonderful.
Tracy Bush was the 1989 Canadian Junior Champion, playing with Cathy Overton. Cathy Overton Clapham, who is throwing third stones for Jennifer Jones.
Mine's good. Hey, 4, 5.
I don't know whether she's on the internet every day, but she might be checking grain prices, as she is a trader in feed grains.
Everything. Good shot, Trace.
Nice shot.
Great sweep, Ray. Shot, Trace. Good sweep. Great sweeping. Top 8. Top 8, girls. 8.
Saw Kelly Sharp struggle with both her stones last time. Too much short.
T-line, T. Back 8 now. Looks like lots. It is. 8. Curl, baby, curl. Whoa. Curl. Yeah. 93 on that one. You're saying yep? Whoa. I don't know. Okay. That's all right.
Kelly Sharp has struggled throughout this competition. She ranks 10th among seconds. Dawn Askin of Ontario and Sasha Carter of BC are the top seconds.
Yep. Want to throw back line? Yeah, just back line. Okay. You got it, Ray.
And the Alberta second, Raylene Rock, when we watched her the last feature broadcast, it was her out turn that she was having trouble with, that was over curling.
Just a little rub on that center guard.
Sorry, Ray. I saw it going.
Raylene Rock twice came close to winning in Alberta in 1993 and 94. when she played with
Brady
LaDawn
threw
Funk.
that great.
And this year with Cathy King, she has, of course, made it to the Scott.
Gonna have to come in here, hey? Yep.
Well, watch again. Watch for that spot. That's that out-turn spot talked about in the first end, coming in even ends. And it really whips in there once the weight starts coming off.
7.
I think that was a surprise to Team Alberta. They weren't sweeping that rock aggressively, waiting for a break, and I think we're really taken by surprise when that moved over so quickly.
Line's good. 6. Weight's good. It's there. Yep. It's there. Hard. 8. For sure. Heading 4. Round. Back 8. Yeah.
And 2 other games on this draw. The opening end blind. Quebec jumping into a 1-0 lead on New Brunswick. Quite a cluster of yellow stones around that red rock in the forefoot.
Same weight, Ray. We'll try and see if we can top it through.
She tapped that red stone so that it is now available with the other turn, the shot red stone.
There's a hole.
A couple of fearless skips here, though. They're really no problem getting rocks in play.
Same weight. Back line, though. A little less weight? Yeah, a little less. I'll give you more ice.
Ray, it's real close.
Okay, Ray J. Okay, more! Board! Board! Yep! Yep, back one!
Okay. Okay, this is up weight. Back line you wanted. You wanted back line.
No, it wasn't board.
Little miscommunication there by Alberta.
Right there, eh? Or do we need more?
Well, they want to clarify why they missed the shot as well.
I'm just a little more, maybe. Right. A little bit of caffeine does that, Kelly. We can get to that with back line.
Good chance here for the Territories. Put more pressure on. They ever get to the nose of that red stone and tap straight back in line 4. 3 of them along a line at the top of the forefoot.
Yeah, even if we clip that.
Able to get up to the face of the stone. Their shooter will end up right here.
You can do it, Kerry. Yeah, maybe
that is a wall of death along the top of the.
Yes. I guess it's
top
not.
of the forefoot.
It's not a wall of death if it's in front of the tee line. It's a
For
wall
Alberta,
of death.
maybe.
It's a wall of death when it's behind the tee line.
Kui was to the Scott before in 2001. She had a 2-9 record then. Already doubled her previous win total this year.
Curl. No!
Going to jam it at the back on her own, but the Territories lie 3.
That works. Get a double? Roll? I think so.
Or just even.
Next weight.
Not sure where this one's going.
I'm looking at the double.
I think on this side.
I don't know if it matters where that's going.
Are we shot
I think
right
you need
now?
to make a play on it anyway.
No. We're like 4th.
Are we shot? No, you're far from shot, actually.
Control weight.
Territories lying 3. Cathy was just indicating that stone in the center of the 3 Territory stones will bounce off onto her own at the back, but I don't think that's a big deal at this stage.
Well, we got to hit. That's why we need to play controls. We can just stay right here with it.
So like 3/4?
Your weight was fine.
No, like
a little more than half?
Yeah, 2/3 of it.
Okay. Not the second one. Not the first one. The second one. You threw more the second time, and as soon as it caught the break, it came off.
Okay, we want to hit like half.
Okay.
On Tracy's side.
Okay.
Control? Yeah, 9.5.
She moves all 3 yellow rocks belonging to the Territories. The stone that she just threw appears to be shot.
And the nice thing for Alberta is it's mostly buried too.
Should we hit it less of that?
I obviously needed to, yeah.
Yeah?
We just bumped
It might be the yellow rock at the back that's shot.
That's true.
Okay. Just 2
Yes,
lines?
I think so.
Just don't set anything up.
I shall try.
So I think they're looking to tap that yellow stone back just a little bit.
What are we sitting?
So they're looking at coming in with their own stone.
What are we sitting? We're
Just to tap this in for the second.
No, we're not even shot.
So there'll be shot stone and second at the back.
Got to be careful not to leave these with a bad angle, possible triple.
Okay, a little more.
Especially when you're playing
Mine won't curl as much.
the taps that are only a foot or so. Well, you know that they're grouped together anyway for a double. So these are very tough to play.
Back 8. Line's good. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Needs it, Mo. Yep.
We're there. Back 4. Whoa.
Yes.
Just trying to
Yes.
tap back the yellow stone, and she'll move it back to lie shot.
Great shot.
We were talking about not grouping those stones if there wasn't doubles or triples, but that's one way to take away.
Is there a triple? Yeah, you got it. I thought we were shot when I was in.
Well, you know, they're 4 and 2 for a reason, and they're making a lot of shots here the first 2 ends.
And I think they've caught some teams by surprise with their aggressive play early.
No, but we could do a double here anyways.
There's definitely no triple.
What do you guys like? I like the double.
Let's play that with control so we can stay there somewhere.
Well then.
Is there a double there? Or will the back yellow stone jam?
Oh, it will jam at the back for sure. I think just get the 2 of them off the 4-foot is the objective here.
Laurie is a phys ed instructor at Paul Kane High School in St. Albert. She's got 1, and she'll jam the stone at the back, as you suggested, Mike.
That's a good shot, though.
Had a girl.
A couple of options again. 1 stone in the rings for the Territories.
Okay. Should run pretty straight, eh?
At the back of the button being shot.
Normal.
Tough to get at this stone.
Try the double.
What are they playing?
Right now.
I think they're playing the double.
Roll in.
Flat.
Fearless. I'll
If you
just
roll
play
it
the
here,
double.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are trying to move the rock that's in the top 4-foot because it is available for a little tap, and we've seen such great movement around that guard that is a shot that is available to Alberta. Didn't really even talk about this, Mike.
No, we'll just fire the double down here and hit roll buried.
Yep.
No problem with that.
Whoa. Opposite. Whoa. Curl.
Whoa.
Got to be careful not to double their own out here.
Well, no damage done. They were fortunate there because if she catches just a piece of that red rock, she takes her own out.
That was, that was dangerous.
Looks like a bunch. Like if we could get here.
Just didn't curl? Not at all.
You see here, if she'd hit about an inch of this stone, would have just deflected over onto her own.
Sides, right?
I know. But we didn't even have any.
She could have played a guard on this tap to take Cathy King's opportunity to get shot stone away. Would have been an easier shot to make.
What do you think for weight? 75? 75? 70?
Had she played a guard there, might King have attempted the in-off from the red onto the yellow in the 4-foot?
No, she may have, but it's a tough shot.
You threw 70 last end.
This is not an easy tap either. You can see there's not. Yeah, you heard Cathy King. We got to hear the guard because if they just tap it thinly, it'll roll off and leave a double, and an opportunity for the Territories to make the double and lie 3. So it's a tough shot here for Cathy King, but she can set up here.
5 times Cathy King has been Alberta champion. She's competing in her 6th Scott. She was here once as Team Canada.
Close, yes! Hard!
Just past the stone at the top, but she catches it on the outside and pushes it past the shot stone.
Okay, Kath, that's good. You had to get by the front, Kath. What did you get, Ray?
This is her record in previous Scott appearances.
Is that setting
And
up
with her
some sort of
3-3 record this year, now 48 wins and 24 losses.
What do you mean?
Well, what else would you rather? What else do we have?
That was a very difficult tap. She had pretty good weight and just papered the guard and still
We can hit and roll.
was unable to get shot stone. She needed to throw a couple feet less weight.
Yes, need to be lighter.
Okay, let's drop.
Problem for the territories here is
What if we're
there's
just fighting the 4?
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
That's fine. It has
there
to be.
are all of
That might
these
set something up.
Alberta
I don't know.
stones
What do you
that
want
are
This all.
What?
She's gonna
options
play
for
this,
Cathy
right?
King.
Yeah.
So I think the best guard here is a second shot in the 4-foot area.
Either we play this or we hit this and roll there. Well,
I'm not so sure. I think there's one other option, and that is the
You want to do that?
Cathy King's shooter, which would be this rock
Kelly,
here.
what do you think?
Which is available for Cathy King to make a play on. And the territories could make a play on it themselves and come in here and remove it
We come here.
and guard their own.
It is a little risky, the jam possibility, but yes, you're right. I think
Let's draw, Kerry. Yeah, I like that.
we know this shot will finish. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If she could get it right into the top of the button, again, really force Cathy King into a difficult situation.
Oh, we've remarked before about how the territories has come close to running out of time, the 73 minutes allotted.
Just
And if you
relay
play
to
this
her
kind of game from the opening stone,
then if she needs to
you're
do
going to come
something,
close to using up the allotted time.
Absolutely.
I'm going to point out the danger of this shot too. Yes, if you make it perfect, it's great. If you leave it open, you've got Cathy King will have a double to remove and get multiple points. Or if you come right in, she's actually got a bigger target for that tap back on the one that I pointed out earlier.
I think they'd be happy to give them one more at this stage. So it's a very lonely territory stone in there.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Back to the red when you get there. Pardon? We're back to the red then, yep. Whoa, it's coming
She's
down.
heavy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's okay. That's good,
Kind of
Mom.
mission accomplished, though.
Fine.
Give them their one and move on.
This is a very easy 1 point for Cathy King, a draw with backing.
This is just for one.
And the real danger
overthinking
is,
that a little too
again,
much.
overthrowing this badly and having it run down the sheet and not catching that curl.
But we did talk about, with the right weight, how much this will bend in. So, again, she has to be close.
She just can't throw hack at it, though, and let it warp in there. She has to be careful.
70? Yep.
I like the
70
chances
will
of
work.
making this.
For tea?
Final stone for Cathy King, facing 2 territories rocks at the back of the 4.
Where? Lots. Wait, 10.
A lot of weight on this stone. Will it
8?
bend enough?
No, it's 10. 8. 10. Whoa.
Will she bend into those 2 yellow rocks, or will she slip off them? No, it's going to be close. There's a steal of 1, and it looks as though it is only 1. They're moving the other rocks, but back-to-back steals for Kerry and her territories team have them in a 2-0 advantage over Cathy King.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value.
Ever notice the way guys love to use their Karcher? Is it because of Karcher's German engineering, incredible features, exceptional styling? It's because Karcher really cleans. Karcher invented the first household pressure washer and sells more of them worldwide than anybody else. Karcher is also the world leader in commercial and industrial cleaning equipment. Everyone loves their Karcher. Can you blame them? Trust Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
Best curlers are coming to Victoria. Now there are new ticket packages ranging from 2 days to 4 days and priced from just $75. Call toll-free or online at FordWorldCurling.com. This is where the world will rock, Victoria.
That's great.
We're going for gold. What a rush it brings. There's nothing else in curling like the road.
The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
Coming up a little later here on The Score, NBA action. Kings happy to be facing the Hawks. Sacramento have lost 6 of their last 7. Atlanta, well, they're Atlanta. They've lost 15 straight away from home. Game time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Now let's get you back to the Scott.
2-0, the Territories lead Alberta. Let's check in on Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia. Stephanie Lawton with her final stone of the second end after blanking the first. She's got a nose hit to pick up a deuce and move in front 2-0 after 2. BC and Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island with the shot stone on the edge of the 4-foot, and Kelly Scott attempting a draw, and a measurement would reveal that it slid just a touch too far. And Quebec, New Brunswick, and look at the cluster of rocks around the 4-foot. Sandy Como with her final stone. She has backing, and she comes down to the top of that red rock to pick up a pair. But she's not in a good position. She's in the lead early.
Well, I was talking to the Quebec team as they were practicing, and I said, you need to really get close to Sandy Como and figure out what it is that she's getting all the good luck at the end of the games, and Quebec is getting all the bad luck at the end of the games.
Tight as it goes. Tight as it goes.
Look at that center line guard, third end in the row, working for the Territories.
Okay.
She's following it up, too. Heather McCagg-Nystrom with a draw in front of the tee line, and that's really setting things up very nicely for the Territories.
Line's
tight, I think, eh?
Back 12.
Heather McCagg-Nystrom was the 1990 junior champion. She was with Kerry in 2001 at the Scott.
Make sure it's back. Well, it is back already. She's back. Yep. Okay.
Must have cursed her
That's right,
after
Heather.
I said about how she follows it up with keeping in front of the tee line. This works to Alberta's favor now.
It'll be okay if I throw that here? I think a little less. A little more. Okay. Okay, wait on me. Room. Lots of room. Where's that? Whoa.
Just 5.
Wide open.
4. Go hard, Ray. Hard. 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 Let me shot. Come on. Hard. Come on. Okay.
Comes up just short of the 4 foot.
That's okay there.
Good spot there.
Fight the 8. No bump though.
No bump because we're shots.
Yep.
Kerry Cooey.
Let's go, girls.
Kelly Sharp, as we mentioned,
Tight. Needs it.
moved to Inuvik in the fall.
Okay, line's okay.
Twice
Line's okay,
she represented Newfoundland at the junior
Copy.
championship,
Whoa, let it
95 and
move, guys.
96.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And in 98, 99, and 2000, she was on the Newfoundland women's championship team playing with Laura Phillips.
Beauty, Kelly.
Super shot.
That's a great shot. And because the reason why it's a great shot is because of the angle, the way it got across the red stone.
Tap like where we can see of it. You don't like No, because we'll be corner
Have to
frozen on
almost
the
get
top
to
one
nose.
shot.
You got it. Almost to nose. Just throw T-line though. Just move it a foot.
About an 80. 85, sorry. 83.
It's a tough shot here. Let's play a little tap. Try to get as close as she can
No line yet.
9.
to the center line guard.
6.
No. Got no line.
We got a
9.
10 is not good.
Sit.
At least not in curling.
No, that's right. She's only looking for T-line weight there. She threw that much too heavy.
Here, Ray.
What do you like?
What do you like?
You can come here.
Okay. Good shot. They are.
The run back looks appealing to me right now, just with the angle set up there, but guard's also not a bad option.
Okay, girls. Let's do it.
Short little run back here onto this stone. Could leave their shooter out front and lying 3 buried.
But if you ever miss
Guard's
it,
not bad.
if you ever miss it, the advantage goes back to Alberta. Territories does not have hammer. They've been very successful with this strategy. Let's just put a whole bunch of rocks at play, make our last one, and put some pressure on Alberta. I think they're quite happy to watch Alberta squirm a little bit.
Yes! Freeze it, girls.
They're continuing to put their rocks in exactly the right spot.
It's really a simple game. You know, sometimes when you're watching and you feel the pain of a team that can't figure out ice, and Territories are making
T-line weight though.
Making this look real easy.
Back 4.
Looking for the tap, tap, tap into the 4 foot.
Raylene's got the same shot, basically. So she can get it right. She was just too heavy on her first one.
Weight's great.
Oh, it's no line.
It's only a 5. You gotta go.
Not really. Okay, go now.
It's light.
Go now. Yep. Bird.
Okay. Okay. That's good, Ray.
No, I think
That's just gonna.
we just have to hit right here. Right? With normal. Do you like this? Yeah.
Now the call to remove. I like it too.
And they will definitely be 3 buried
Hit the red one.
in there.
Hit the red one.
You don't want to really fire this. You just want to make sure you
Normal.
get enough to get that back red out of the house. You want to keep your shooter near the center line.
But you are moving 4 stones. So definitely underthrowing would be a mistake.
You know, in the past, there were opportunities, with all due respect to previous Territories representatives, to question some of their strategy. But here, you can't find fault with the game that Kerry Cooey has been calling throughout this competition.
Well, you know, it's one of those things you kind of live by the sword, die by the sword. They're very aggressive.
That didn't work out the way they wanted.
No.
Shot stone now belongs to Alberta. Let's update the game between Saskatchewan and Nova Scotia. Kay Zink with her final stone on the 3rd end. right down to the red rock belonging to Saskatchewan. On the button to pick up one. 2-1 Saskatchewan leads through 3.
Hey.
British Columbia, Prince Edward Island.
Back line.
BC drawing against 2 here. Coming up short. And it's a steal of PEI, 3-0.
PEI coming in with quite high expectations off to a horrendous start, 0-4. They've now won 2 in a row.
Hard! Hard! Keep going! Whoa! Shooter! Whoa! Hold the shooter!
Yeah, that's fine.
That worked out pretty well for Alberta. They changed the angles on those top stones and prevented any big weight raise possibilities.
Well, she can't drive them back. No.
Worked out really well.
You like Kerry?
Yep.
This might just pick this one.
Pardon?
They're pretty staggered.
Yeah, they are, eh?
Like it might just pick it out. Both yellows out.
Yeah. Why don't we try to come in here?
The angles on these stones
I don't know if we hit.
are not great for the territories right now.
This one should go, shouldn't it?
Well, it depends. We have to hit on this side. And
I
roll
think
out.
Monique is right, and that is that both those yellow ones would be gone. You might just rub the edge of the red stone, that shot stone, but don't think it's worth it.
No, and you bring all those other red stones into play.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think they need to get another rock in there. So they want to get another one into this 4-foot area. It's a tough shot. Because of the corner red guard, they got to clear the corner red guard and then have to deal with the rocks on the center line.
Even if we tick that over, that's good.
Yeah.
Change the angles a bit would be good.
Just top.
If they do tick it over, though, they'll expose the back yellow stone as well as for backing for Alberta.
Lots of weight. Back 4.
Are you sure?
Well, T to back 4.
Yeah.
Whoa. T. Whoa.
They have to get past the Alberta stone out front.
How much weight?
Now the question is weight. And it's going to come down to the stone at the back, but it is shot.
Sorry. That was a tough little. It's pretty tough to get in there with draw weight.
Yeah.
Hey?
Actually, pretty good shot, actually. It's tough. It's not a big port.
We just skinnied by that top one.
Yeah, even if we rattled that around a bit, it would have been.
Yeah, I still think that spinner is going though. And then that yellow sheet.
I like the same weight you just threw.
Okay. What was that?
That was back line. You had perfect weight.
Okay.
I think just following Kerry Cooey down, and you saw what a tough port that was for Kerry Cooey.
More line. Whoa. Same weight. It's on the front.
If she stepped up her weight, I don't think she's going to get past that red stone.
Is her hard. Just a guard. Whoa. Is her first one a cutter? I don't know. She's got that.
Let's check in on the game between Quebec and New Brunswick.
Top 4 girls right here.
New Brunswick getting 2 in the second and after giving up 1 in the first. And Brenda Nichols with the final stone of the third draws for 1. So it's tied at 2 through 3.
Gotta wait for the break, eh?
Yeah.
It's a good call here from the territories, trying to come in top 4.
I think just kind of even top 8 foot would be a good option.
294.
Graham.
Got lost in?
Where?
We're only top 4.
Top 8.
Yep.
Line's good.
We're not
Graham.
Line's
Top
real
8
good.
only. Hard then. Hard. Pressure girls.
Hard, girls. Hard.
Come on. Hard every inch. Every inch, guys.
Hard.
Died. Okay.
That's good. Nice sweeping, girls. fine.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good plan B, if anything, to be short.
Trying to run it
Doesn't
back.
do any damage.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Straight back or what?
Yeah, just try and catch it.
Okay.
This is very dangerous. Cathy King looking to drive this stone back onto the corner here. If it doesn't curl enough, though, she's got to be aware that she could drive it onto the territory stone and
Yellow.
end up leaving the territories laying 4 or 5 perhaps. Very, very dangerous shot.
You're talking about driving it onto the territory stone and onto her own red rock.
Correct, yeah.
The other option
Kathy,
then for Cathy King, I think, is an in off of her own on that side. She could try drawing around that one as well.
She's been facing territory stones in the rings every time she's settled into the hack. Trailing 2-0, trying to drive this yellow stone back. And that was the danger that Mike talked about. The territories lie 3.
I didn't like the call. That was just
Fell right off.
too tough.
She's got that hit and roll, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit and roll.
We had 3/4. Just fell, eh?
Yeah.
That was not even close to getting to where they needed to, though. I mean, it fell, but it would have. They had to curl another 3 or 4 inches to make this straight back.
Off her own, anyways.
Well, that in off may be the shot she'll have to play with her final stone.
And that's her only way
What
in.
turn do you like?
Let's do it then. Right? Yeah.
You know, you got a 2-point lead. You love your opponents having to throw those kind of shots.
Control?
It's going to be against.
You want a little up.
Do you want the other turn?
Which turn do you want?
Territories are taking away the in off.
I don't understand this call, though. I mean, why not just force her to play it? You know, if you throw a guard anywhere in that spot, that's certainly a much easier shot
Control,
than drawing
Kerry?
down to that territory stone.
Hey, girls, let's do it. It's going to curl here, isn't
I'm telling
it?
you right now, Cathy King is very happy if she's playing the shot. I think the best she can do is to roll right onto the tee line.
Whoa! Maybe up a little.
Making a draw with backing for Alberta's
Even if we
1
roll
point.
away. Cleaning.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Go.
Okay.
The territories lie 4, but there is a draw now for Cathy King down to the shot stone.
I think that was a big mistake.
Not well thought through what will happen if we leave this.
Yeah.
There was no chance for Alberta to get more than 1 point.
Like it won't curl till closer to the center. I don't know. We had to do that, hey?
I think so, yeah. Well, if we got the roll, would have been good.
Yeah.
70 should be good.
Seen this shot several times now.
Right.
She's missed her first 2 attempts at this shot.
Just been overthrowing her draws.
And this is the straighter side of the sheet, and this is another situation where it will run down the sheet. We saw that with their third's final stone, just did not take the curl.
Well, she was drawing to a bit of a pocket with her stone on the previous end and gave up a steal of 1.
Where is that?
Trying to draw down now to the stone at the back of the 4, and it has to move over.
Got a curl. We're 4. Okay, Tracy! Oh, hard. Okay, whoa. Yeah, whoa.
It looks good.
Yeah, whoa. There we go. That's a good shot. There we go. Good
Under
shot.
pressure, Cathy King comes through. Drawing for 1
Great
against
shot,
4
skipper.
territory stones. And it's 2-1 for the territories through 3.
Great shot, Cathy.
The Strauss Herb Company manufactures a full line of herbal dietary supplements based on traditional European recipes. Our biggest Strauss Heart Drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
Hurry! Come on, hurry hard! Hurry!
sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Tim Hortons Briar, Regina Party Rock.
On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online.
First ever Briar, where you wanna wear a mask.
So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
This is the place where land, water, and sky embrace like old friends. Grossmore National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Newfoundland and Labrador.
So, Randy, what do you think of my curling game?
Well, Jim, it looks to me like your game needs a little bit of help. But your family of Strauss products are right on the button, like Strauss Heart Drops, available at a health product retailer near you.
The Seattle Seahawks locking up a couple of their top guys today, naming Sean Alexander their franchise player and re-signing QB Matt Hasselbeck to a 6-year, $47 million deal that includes a $16 million signing bonus. Now let's get you back to St. John's, Newfoundland, and the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Back-to-back steals to start the game for the Territories, and they had Cathy King in trouble again on the third end, but she was able to draw for one. During the break, Fred Cooey, the coach of the Territories team, came out to talk with the four players, and he had been sitting there trying to signal one of the players to call a timeout. Nobody saw him. He came out and that was the wrong call. Mike and Joan both suggested that the shot that Monique Gagne played with her final stone was the wrong call, and Fred said to the players that was definitely the wrong call. You should have played a draw in there. And then his daughter, Kerry Cooey, thought for a moment. She said, you know what, Dad, that was a bonehead call.
Yeah, too little, too late.
The good news for right after that, they did go on to say, you know what, we're up one with the hammer now going into the fourth end. Considering they started this game without last rock, that's a great position to be in, and they have certainly put the pressure on Alberta this game. And if they can continue to do that with the hammer now, it may pay off with the big end.
Fred also mentioned to the four women that they've been using up time through the first three ends, and he said, be in the hack, ready to shoot when it's your turn. Don't still be cleaning the rock.
For many of you that didn't tune in to our first day or so, this Territories team had 14 minutes left on the clock to play three ends. And that is not very much, and they made it, but just barely.
I think 14 seconds was the time they had left.
At the very end.
Yeah.
But they had 14 minutes for three ends. Now, I watched the clock on our team. I don't even like 14 minutes for two ends, Don.
Quick.
There's a good shot.
Mine's great. Okay,
Wow. Great shot.
Came out the other side.
Great sweep, guys.
Close to the same weight.
So we're talking about Fred Cooey, and does he know curling? I think so. His two sons, Kevin Cooey and Jamie Cooey, both very accomplished curlers. They played together representing the Territories at the juniors in 1994, where they lost the Canadian Junior Final on a very controversial burnt rock. And then now Kevin Cooey plays with John Morris out of Alberta.
Colin Davison was the Alberta champion that year. Scott Pfeiffer, who throws second stones for Randy Furby, was a member of that team. Let's update the BC game against Prince Edward Island. Kelly Scott had some difficulties with draw attempts over the first three ends. But with her final stone on end number 4, she is right on target as BC picks up a pair, and it's now a 1-point game. Prince Edward Island ahead 3-2.
Gotta go. No line. 2.
shot. Okay, well, that's fine. That's a good shot.
Don't think there's a port left there for the Territories.
I think they're just looking to peel this rock off the red center line guard.
Wouldn't be a bad attempt to run that back. It's not a bad position.
I don't like running back the opposition stone. Unless you have to.
Right over, Mo. Right over.
That's a good shot.
Good shot, Kelly. Good, Kelly. You knew it, right?
A little bit more weight, eh?
Yeah, not much. Wait, that would have been real close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, Ray. Mine's good. Same weight. More.
I got more.
3, 4. Mine's good. It's got to curl a bit. It's on the front. It's on the front. Oh.
On the outside yellow.
Bye. Not yet. No, we're on the wrong side. Okay, now go.
Got a little rub there.
That's a good shot, Ray. That a girl, Ray. You're that good.
Worked out well.
It's nice weight.
Hey, girls, let's do it.
Could get lucky on removing this red stone. It could clip the red rock in the house as well.
Yes! Normal! Free!
Kelly Sharp through the hole, red onto the yellow, unfortunately for her, and she removes her own stone, leaves the red rock that she was attempting to take out of there sitting in the 8-foot.
Start giving more ice, I guess, on our interns. You got us.
It's tight, eh?
Aren't we just in the 8-foot?
Yeah, just about fighting for.
Okay. You got it.
In her career, Cathy King, when she has had last rock advantage, has scored multiple points 36% of the time. That number will be dropping as a result of what has happened here in the first couple of ends. Back-to-back steals by the Territories.
Whoa, not deep. 2. Pick left. Whoa. 2. Whoa. It's past our red.
And just to clarify for the viewers, when you're talking about her career, you're talking about the record of all her games at the Canadian Championships.
Correct.
Okay, a little bit.
Okay, good one.
5 times, as I mentioned. She has been here as Alberta champion, once as Team Canada.
Just double peel?
Yes. I've had my share of losses against Cathy King, let me tell you.
She played in 1999 as Team Canada in Charlottetown and lost the final 6-4 to Colleen Jones.
Possible double here on these guards.
Yeah.
Once again, a good call. You want to get rid of
Hey, girls, let's do it.
the front when you have last rock. The Territories, no need to try to set something up when it's pretty plain in the house.
Peel! Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Just cleaning. Whoa.
Oh, okay, not at all. Come on, baby, curl.
Well, the one red is going to roll into the rings. She moved both stones, but the one red stone rolled into have Alberta lying 2. Quebec, New Brunswick now. An update on the game as New Brunswick with a 3-3 record attempts to keep pace with some of the front runners. And New Brunswick picks up a single point on the 4th end with that shot by Sandy Como to lead 3-2.
A bit of an unfortunate break there for the Territories. Little miscue from Kerry, spinning that Alberta stone into the 4th.
Tight. Halfway.
Good news is it's hard to guard both of these stones.
Raylene! No. Hard. Yep. Okay. Good shot. Okay.
Guarded the top stone.
Okay, guys, sorry. That's okay. Okay, yep.
I think I maybe pulled back a bit.
Keo, you want to do this?
This way? No, I'm just saying run it in there.
Okay.
Inside roll off what?
Off the outer one.
I can't see any of it. Oh, the outside one?
Yeah, the outside one.
There's Kelly Sharp pointing out that you could be playing that outside. The reason I don't like this run back is you could miss the run back and leave a guard out front, and then Alberta will have a chance to guard both.
Roll it off.
I thought we were running it right back.
I like the hit and roll myself. When you're up one, kill one of those Alberta stones in the forfeit area.
We're running it right back in there.
Yeah, if you make a good shot and hit and roll inside, you might have chances too.
So it would have just left the guard.
Well, even if you didn't roll and just hit it, Alberta would be forced to come after you too, and perhaps group the stones together.
You're tight? Yeah. 85.
That was she threw to the fourth there was 83.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know it.
Cathy King, for the first time in this game, does not have last rock.
What was it?
She's throwing her first stone of the fourth end.
Got to cross center. Got to cross center. Yeah. Higher. Hurry. Hurry. Whoa.
Got it, girl. What was that?
Well, it's not unusual to see the skip throw third stones and the third throw final rocks. We asked the two territories women what prompted their decision to do this.
That's still going right there.
Well, we decided that pretty much in the summer when we were forming our team, and we just wanted to change, something different. We were both very capable of throwing last rock, but it takes the pressure off both of us. We like the style of game I played, and Monique can throw a really great last rock, so we figured it eased a little pressure also. So it was a good decision.
Well, you're absolutely correct about Monique throwing some great last rocks.
Yes.
You've made some tremendous shots. You feel very comfortable throwing last stone?
Absolutely, yeah. It, like Kerry said, without me calling the game, it just takes all the pressure off. And if by chance I miss my last rock, I can just sweep it away the next end. So it works out really well.
Gagne settling into the hack for her first stone of this fourth end.
Tough out-turn tap back required here.
Maybe back 12. Whoa. Back 8. Yep. Whoa. Back 8. Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Coming down. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice looking shot.
Wow.
She's absolutely right, Dawn. That interview, I think, just shows it all. The role modeling, I think, by Randy Furby and Dave Netawin, I think, has shown a lot of curlers that there is non-traditional ways of putting together a team that'll make the most effective use of the skills and talents on your team, sharing the pressure.
Monique Gagne, by the way,
Back line should be close.
not only is curling well, having a blast at the Scott, she's also an impressive vocalist, and she's qualified for the finals of the informal singing contest later tonight at the Heartstop Lounge.
The Scott Idol contest. Yes, it's voted on by the fans. It's really quite fun, actually. Steph Hanna from Team Ontario also in the finals. I've heard.
Back line. Whoa. Whoa. Close.
Cathy King trying to follow her down.
Never. Okay. Got it? No. Come on, guys. You got it. Push it. Push.
Nice shot.
Very nice touch by Cathy King. Alberta lies 3.
Well, tough shot here for
Okay, that a girl.
Monique Gagne. We'll see how much she really likes throwing last stones, because this is by far the most difficult shot she's faced.
Yep.
Needing to draw the side of the 4-foot.
Okay.
Nice for her that she can draw to that stone at the top of the 8-foot and only give up one.
The same with the one.
The stone at the
Yeah, so do you want to
top of the 4. If they do happen to overcurl, they'll still hold Alberta to 1, which at this stage I think they would take, but tough draw. Tough to score one here.
Really nice end by Alberta.
But when you reflect back, the previous end could have really put pressure on Cathy King.
Line's good.
Had they
Just for weight.
made a different call with the final stone by Gagne.
Yes. Yes. Help.
This is short.
They need a lot of help.
Come on, girls. Line's good, girls. Come on. Come on.
All 4 brushes. And it's not going to make any difference.
3 red.
It's going to be a steal of 3 for Cathy King of Alberta. So Cathy King, after getting 1 in the 3rd, steals 3 to take the lead for the first time.
Did you let the dog out this morning?
Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
The Strauss Canada Cup of Curling in Kamloops is all about one thing: gold. Teams who have not yet qualified for the Canadian Curling Trials this December in Halifax will be going hard for one of the few remaining spots. Those teams which already own one of those coveted berths will want to have a say in who does or doesn't get one. Could be one of the most interesting events of the year. Got your tickets yet?
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun.
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get off your line and go curling.
As official supplier to Curling Season of Champions, True Value Hardware presents quality products for your house. Our own Master Mechanic brand is made to last. All hand tools have a lifetime guarantee on workmanship and material. Master Mechanic, your purchase of a lifetime. True Value, around the corner from your house.
The engineers at Ford didn't just make a new spark plug. They made a new 5.4-liter, 300 horsepower Triton engine, delivering 80% of its torque at 1,000 RPM to go with that new spark plug. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
It's another busy night tomorrow here on The Score at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Adnan's got court surfing an hour after that. NBA Live, Rockets and Spurs. And whenever the game ends, it's Score tonight with Tim and Sid. Now let's get you back to Newfoundland and the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Tomorrow afternoon on the main network of the CBC, we have Draw 13. Rebecca Jean MacPhee of Prince Edward Island against the team that currently occupies top spot in the standings, Jennifer Jones of Manitoba, with a record of 6-1. That's 12:30 Eastern Time tomorrow on the main CBC network, Prince Edward Island and Manitoba.
Where's that? Where's that? Help 3. Go then. 4, 3.
Okay. You guys, great sweep. Awesome. Nice shot. Great weight.
That's it, Tracy.
That's a perfect spot for your rock when you are 2 up.
Girls, let's do it.
Heather McKaig Nystrom with an advantage over Tracy Bush.
Halfway.
It's in. It's up a bit, Kerry.
Are we in?
Nystrom was born in Ottawa, but left the city when her family moved to the territories when she was 2 years old.
Yeah. Let it die.
Move it. Move it. Move it. Good, Heather.
Tight. Tighter in.
Exactly. I'm like, I'll give you the eyes.
Yeah.
The pound in the air.
Okay. In. Cathy. Tighter in.
Tighter in, Kate.
Yep.
Line's good.
Yep. Take 2, 3.
The way things are shaping up in this year's Scott over the final 2 days of round-robin competition, there could be a wild scramble for playoff
Need to
positions.
move. No, line's good. Okay. Hurry. Yeah, right up then. Right up. Hurry. Hard. Great shot. Good shot, Trace. Good.
A number of the teams with 3 losses and 3 and 4 losses are playing each other over the next 2 days. So
we'll take a look at the standings and the teams with 3 losses. There are 3 of them, and there are 3 with 4 losses, and those 4 losses haven't necessarily taken those teams out of contention. Only Quebec and Newfoundland, Labrador aren't going to be around on the weekend.
6 and 5 has made playoffs
I was
in
just
past.
going to say, yes, in 2003, 6 and 5 made playoffs. In fact, that there was a chance, an outside chance on the last round robin game that 5 and 6 would have made something with the right combination of people winning and losing. You just really don't know until that last day, and we can speculate, us in the media, we can speculate, oh, there's going to be tiebreakers, or there's not, or there's going to be a clear pack at the top. You know, especially as the field is so deep, it is very, very hard to predict who will beat who in those last couple of draws.
There have been occasions where going into the final draw, if events unfolded as most expected they would, there could have been a series of tiebreakers. Suddenly there are none.
Well, Cathy Cunningham, as you mentioned, was 6 and 5, and she got in on her own. There were no tiebreakers at 6 and 5, which is unbelievable. But I think there were 10 of the 12 teams still had a chance of making the playoffs on that final day in Kitchener. Having said that, you know, 4 losses is really the number that the teams are looking at right now. They figure they should have a good chance at 4 losses. 5's always that, you know, you really needing some help.
Or this. I like
agree, Mike. You have your fingers crossed at 4 losses, and you
Let's go, girls.
you really, really might be out of it at 5.
Control. Whoa. Control up. Clean.
Close. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Right over. Right over. Hard, 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 hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice roll.
Good, Kelly.
It's a good shot.
Got some more NFL news and notes for you. Jerry Porter is staying with the Raiders. He's reached an agreement on a 5-year contract extension today with the team. Now let's get you back to curling.
Really had no fear about leaving opposition stones in the rings, and it almost cost her 4-ender in the 8th end. Wide open miss from Sandy Como let her off the hook, but she plays a dangerous game.
A little more.
By leaving these opposition
6, 7. Split.
around.
Go back. Okay.
It's not just leaving them around, even the call this
Can we nudge it over at all?
being up 2 and having a rock in the rings. She didn't call for her second lead rock to come into the ring. She called for a guard. And that's opening the door.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Let's update the game between British Columbia and Prince Edward Island. And British Columbia with that miss by Shelley Bradley steals a point to tie the game at 3.
This is Quebec, New Brunswick. And Quebec's ends up getting a point, be 3-3.
Yeah, but we don't jam.
The last shot in our game. A run back and
right around top 8.
it's red onto red, but the stone that was promoted remains in the rings and is shot.
No, I think 75. What do you guys think? Yeah. 75, 80, you can get it there.
Hard! Mine's good. Lots of room.
3.
Hard, right up. Whoa, we're gonna.
Tracy!
Yep.
Yeah. Gotta get this in.
Through it late? Yeah.
And now Territories have a chance to get shot stone. They have second shot.
What was that? Yeah.
Move this to there, eh?
Can't see the rocks.
Like, make sure we don't over curl.
Said I can't see the rocks.
It's just nose, though, right? With control.
Yep.
Looking at the double.
Just control. We have to get to nose.
Okay.
Another option would be just to come
Nose
wide
or
around
less.
the top
Like,
one
we
and
can roll
hit
your
line
leg header
2.
too.
Okay.
We just can't hit it too thick. But I don't think. With that
I think
guard
from
there, that
the
shouldn't be a
hack,
problem.
she can't see all of the shot stone.
Yeah, just
No,
nice
she would
control.
certainly roll away. That's a good look at it there.
Yes.
Wait, Kerry.
But
I like this call.
Yeah, the nose is very difficult too.
Little less.
It'll cut past the top, the center line yellow stone to get the nose to make the double.
Control.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Down a bit. Hard.
Come on. Hard, girl. Hard. Hard, hard, hard.
Can she make nose contact with the red rock? No, she gets the rub out front.
So close.
Sorry, guys, I turned that.
Okay. Got some more rocks in play yet.
Got this.
We've talked about in the past a sign of a great player to take
You like that?
responsibility for why they missed their,
Yeah.
that
Do you guys like
shot.
that? Yeah.
Don't have to blame the ice nor the rock. I just threw that.
It's either
back.
that
That's
or we
what
guard
Kerry
that,
said.
but she can get either side of it. We can do this.
I don't know.
I think 75
It's
in this
half
spot.
of the ice, yeah. Like,
Yeah, I think 75.
Close for line.
I think we need to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Room.
Line.
Room.
6.
Whoa. Lots of room. Hang
It's gotta be fully.
Back here.
You gotta be careful, Alberta. Whatever they put in there, the Territories will try to use to their advantage. This one's wide open.
It shot rock in the 4 foot. Alberta lies 2.
I got 80.
That just didn't move. I just didn't move at all.
Little hack weight, hit and roll.
Control.
I like board.
Okay.
Board weight, hit and roll.
Okay, girls, let's do it. Here.
Good angle there. Just like to roll all the way over behind that right hand stone, preventing any type of raise.
Board up. It's up. Close.
Control.
Whoa. Whoa.
Close. Yep.
No. Whoa. It's up.
Whoa.
No, way up.
She's got more weight than what she was asked to throw. That was more the control, regular hit weight.
It rolls too far. Alberta still has shot rock.
Now there's a couple of territory stones in the rings now, and it's forcing Cathy team to start to deal with them.
Do that better, though, hey?
Yeah.
We don't want to be sitting on that side of it so she can double them.
okay, Kath.
Looking just to nose hit this one. Does not want to roll to the right side of center, allowing a double on the 2 red stones.
I think if she does knows this, the territories may want to look at drawing in around the top red stone, because there is no good options for them to get more than one.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard. No. Roll.
Good roll.
To draw with backing, though, for the territories.
That's it.
Okay. That's good.
That's it.
That's good. Boy, did it curl a lot at the end, eh?
Yeah.
Both skips struggling.
It's a good throw.
Well, Cathy King started badly the first two ends. She missed both her shots in the opening end. Didn't make her shot in the second end. Gave up steals of single points on both the first two ends.
I'm a little surprised with Monique Gagney's numbers, actually. I'm trying to think of shots she missed other than her last one, down at such a low percentage.
This is a very tough shot. Monique wants to hit and flop to the right-hand side and stick around. It's so tight on the top one.
She happens to just paper the guard. There may even be a potential double, but it's very, very tough.
Can she get it past the top red? Just.
That was tough to do, to have that jam like that. Well swept.
It's all right. I just got lucky.
There wasn't much room by that guard.
Boy, I just got luck.
What do you think, Ray?
You don't want to set him up for a double, right?
Can we bump our one back?
No, it's a great guard right now.
Do you like hitting this?
What about right here?
Can't be wide.
Right here.
I don't mind that.
Blocks
either.
the draw, and then she doesn't have a double either. We could bring it right in for second. There's no double.
You don't like this at all?
We don't need to.
Okay.
We won't be second.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're that.
it's just risky.
Okay.
Cathy's got her weight.
Short's okay.
Yeah.
Like this is better than deep.
Yeah, but this is what we want ideally, right?
Okay, right there, full eight.
Just one. Okay. Well, that's why we're gonna
Edge a button.
The danger here is if this stone stays open like we saw previous stone does, there might be a double for three.
Edge a button for ice.
You need to try to get a piece of the stone underneath. If it stays open there could be a double here available to the territories for three. So it's very important. Or if she slides to the back 4 foot, there'll be a double as well.
We need to go.
Immediately upon release, the Brushers said we need to go on this.
Where are we, guys? No. Short. 2. It's light.
2's halfway to the rings.
It's light. Okay, lower.
That's good.
Okay.
Still blocks the draw.
Potential deuce here still for the territories, though.
That was 7?
Yeah. What'd you get?
80.
You started the fudge already?
78.
78 now.
I just thought you kicked light.
Didn't feel like the same as that end.
I feel 75 though. So you're usually a little
I'm
less.
usually 70 to get into the T line. That was 70.
Just a little tap.
I would play this with weight and try to get 2.
And try to get 2
I don't
on
know
the
why you
angle.
just throw with it. Well, it looks like she's got enough tight ice there for a hit, so definitely throwing hit weights.
Gagne trying to angle her own back onto the shot rock of Alberta at the back of the 4 foot.
Hard, girls, hard, Kelly.
It's over curled.
Yeah, and I think she's just tight right from the get-go, right out of her hand. Just didn't get to the broom.
A second consecutive steal for Cathy King. And at the midpoint of our feature match this evening, Alberta has a 3-point edge on the Territories.
Two keys.
Hey, thanks. Cheers.
Give him to me! Give him to me! Oh, I think you've sprained his neck! Alexander Keith labored on this beer since 1820, and you plonk it on the head like it's a piñata! It's the pride of Nova Scotia. Give it the respect it deserves. Now, grab that there napkin, make a wee neck brace. No, Nancy, you've done enough for one night. Wrap it around. Not a hat! A neck brace, Jimmy! Is it so difficult? It's not a fashion show, it's an emergency!
The Scott Tournament of Hearts is coming to London's John Labatt Centre next February, and full event passes are on sale now. For the best seats in the house, you can call toll-free or order online. Come join us in the Forest City.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
Is 20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
Stephanie Lawton of Saskatchewan was unbeaten until this afternoon when she lost to Colleen Jones. Tonight she's in quite a battle with another team out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax, skipped by Kay Zink. Zink makes an excellent draw with her final stone of the 6th end. Down to the edge of the button, and she had to be there to beat out the red rock over on the right-hand side of the forefoot. And it's now a 3-2 game, Saskatchewan in front. Kelly Scott and Rebecca Jean MacPhee all even at 3 through 6. Quebec, Brenda Nichols and Sandy Como of New Brunswick also deadlocked at 3 through 6. And here it's Cathy King of Alberta leading the Territories 5-2 after 5. Back-to-back steals, 3 in the 4th and another in the 5th for the 3-point advantage.
With Jack Frost still nipping at your, well, you get the picture. The time is right for an early spring sojourn to the West Coast's most hospitable destination. Balmy. See something you like? And just for you folks who tend to get homesick, we've made special arrangements to add a little ice. Now that's got to feel a lot like home. Call now for package details. Victoria, British Columbia. Is there somewhere else?
Hurry! 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 Come on! Hurry hard! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
Ever notice the way guys love to use their Karcher? Is it because of Karcher's German engineering, incredible features, exceptional styling? It's because Karcher really cleans. Karcher invented the first household pressure washer and sells more of them worldwide than anybody else. Karcher is also the world leader in commercial and industrial cleaning equipment. Everyone loves their Karcher. Can you blame them? Trust Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
In the NBA tonight, Hawks traveling to Sacramento to battle the Kings, who have lost 6 of 7. But Atlanta, despite moves like that, they've dropped 15 straight on the road. You can see that live right here on The Score. Game time, 10 p.m. Eastern.
The Ford Hot Shots is an annual skills event that takes place before the round robin. All competitors play the preliminary round. The field is then reduced to 8 and then 4 semi-finalists. And these are the final 4. Cathy King of Alberta, Alison Farrell of New Brunswick, Jen Hanna of Ontario, Kay Zink of Nova Scotia, playing 6 skill testing shots with 5 points awarded for the perfect execution of each. Nova Scotia skip Kay Zink got off to a great start with a perfect hit and stick. Ontario skip Jen Hanna drew the port to wind up with the top score of the final 4, 23 of a possible 30 points. So it's Hanna and Zink moving on to the final with a 2-year lease on a 2005 Ford Freestyle SEL presented by Ford of Canada, going to the winner of the Ford Hot Shots competition. Well, the game didn't get off to a great start for Cathy King. Steals on ends 1 and 2 by the Territories into a 2-0 lead. And then they had King in all sorts of trouble again on the third. But King was able to come back with a point, and then a big steal of 3 by Cathy King on the fourth end.
Really, it's been one call, the call on the third, and one bad shot. Monique Gagné looking very loose early in this game, and then coming up woefully short on this draw against 3. You have to feel for her. They really had Alberta squirming early in this game, and now they're going to have to fight back to get some rocks in play and get those points back.
Well, Gagné made such a good shot with her first stone of the end, and then it came up light with her second.
She did, but again, she was in a world of hurt, though. They were 2 rocks buried, and Territories had a couple of chances early in that end to get out of trouble. But again, go back to that call in the third end. They're up 2. They throw one short of the rings, even force Cathy King to play an in-off against 3 or 4, and you never know what would have happened. I think they'll regret that call for the rest of the game if they're not able to come back.
Well, Fred Cooey, the coach, was desperately trying to get their attention to call a timeout because he didn't like the call. And then when he went down and talked to his daughter, she thought about it and said, yeah, that was really a bonehead call.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
Did you let the dog out this morning?
Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
Best curlers are coming to Victoria. Now there are new ticket packages ranging from 2 days to 4 days and priced from just $75. Call toll free or online at FordWorldCurling.com.
This is where the world will rock, Victoria.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end. We tried it. You should try it.
Now we do it together. Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end. Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get up, get light, and go curling!
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch. Okay.
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Tim Hortons, toasted ham and Swiss and soup combo. By the original Strauss Heart Drops, trust the tradition. And by Ford, built for life in Canada.
Well, there are plenty of scenic views almost anywhere you go on Canada's easternmost province as we look at the harbor and then move inside at Mile 1 Stadium. Alberta's Cathy King in a 5-2 advantage. If she's able to hang on, this would boost her into a tie with Colleen Jones under Team Canada rink and the team from the territories, and possibly Kelly Scott of BC, depending on what happens in Kelly Scott's game. She's playing Prince Edward Island.
Tracy, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
So there are all sorts of possible combinations over the next couple of days, tonight's draw and the next 2 days of competition for possible playoff performances and maybe even some tiebreakers to get to that playoff situation. The top 4 teams move on to the Page playoff system.
It's way out there. Sorry. I just went crazy there. Sit.
What's your time, guys?
75. How much? 75. 36.
Sandy Como of New Brunswick is also trying to be one of the rinks that moves into a position of 4 and 3. As Como, with her final stone against Quebec, is able to draw 4-2 and now leads at 5-3 through 6.
We're in? Right back then if we're in. Right back, girls, if we're in. What?
Whoa, Kelly, whoa. Okay. Our clocks are messed up on this sheet.
These are how some of the top territories
Okay.
teams have fared in the past. Shelley Bildfell in 1983, an 8-2 record. She lost in the semifinal. She was back again in 85, a 6-4 mark. Shelley O'Coin, 6-5 in 87, and Kelly Kalo in 1998, a 5-6 record. Kerry Cooey, 4-2 this year coming into this draw.
Whoa. 5-6.
And that board was made especially for me because this afternoon I had said that the territories, I thought this was the best record the territories had ever had at the Scott Tournament of Hearts, and I was proven wrong.
Good sweep, guys. Good call.
Just so you guys
But
know.
theirs only says 3 minutes.
I was
According to a San Diego newspaper, the Chargers have told veteran wide receiver Tim Dwight that he will be cut before March 15th, the date he would have been eligible to get a $100,000 roster bonus. Get you back to all the action.
An accurate placement of rucks early in the game. Let's get back to that now.
Whoa. Whoa. Back line. Whoa, then.
Looking through the rafters, trying to see the clock. The territories with 34 minutes remaining, 34 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Should be enough time without too much difficulty.
Well, it's less than half, and I think I pointed it out before. You have 73 minutes for 10 ends of play, and you do want to be around that 36 mark because usually in the second half of the game you take longer. There's more decisions to be made.
What's a back one?
A jam at the back.
Bad miss.
Okay, Ray.
Territories has shot.
Top 8.
Now that feels bad because the Territories didn't have anything going and you just gave them something to work with.
Well, the style of play that the Territories prefers also consumes a lot of time, so
Line's good. We got
you might be right. They could be hard pressed in the latter stages of this game as far as time clock is concerned.
Yeah, we always try to bank time early, and what I mean by that is you just try to you're not rushing through, but just get ready to go in the hack early, first, second, third, fourth ends, and you'd like to have about 40 minutes to play the last 5 ends. That would be ideal.
Okay. Kelly. Guys.
Let's check in on Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia.
What'd you get on that, Heather? 88.
On the 7th end. A final draw for 4 for Steph Lawton. And she makes no mistake. And she takes control now with a 7-2 lead over Kay Zink of Nova Scotia. So Saskatchewan, it appears, is going to keep pace with Jennifer Jones of Manitoba at the top of the standings with a 6-1 record. This game is the start of a really tough part of the round-robin schedule for the Territories. Tomorrow they play BC in the morning, Team Canada in the afternoon. Then on Thursday, Saskatchewan in the morning, Manitoba in the evening.
No, never. Stop. Stop. Never. Stop. Not a girl.
Nice shot.
Hey, Lori.
Would have liked to have had that
75?
one stop a foot, maybe 2 in front of there, but he'll take it.
That's a great shot. Right?
It'll force Alberta to come in, and as we said, when there's lots of rocks in play, you never know the possibilities.
5. 5. 4. Rainy only. 5. 6. 5. Oh, no bounce. No. Okay. Okay, that a girl. Yeah, I don't mind jiggling them around. If I throw back 4. Here.
So we saw there, nice weight there from Lori Armistead. It just didn't curl enough.
Right in there. I don't mind tapping a little. Not much though.
Just looking to tap this one back with back 4-foot weight, maybe have their shooter
Takes
roll
forever to get over,
into
so
this area.
Try not to jump today. Okay, girls, let's do it. Still running the same? Yeah.
As she settled into the hack, Kerry said to the sweepers, "I'll try not to dump it." What does she mean?
She means turning it towards the target and getting it curling early instead of straight towards the broom and letting the rock slowly get along its path. If you start it, it'll curl early and hard. And this is definitely not started. If anything, it's a little bit wide.
Will it even make contact with the red stone on the outside? No, it's going to catch her own at the back.
One again on top of it? What do we do? Put one on top? Are they sitting one? They are. You like that, or you want to do this? No.
I don't think that does much for you, hitting that back stone.
We're just gonna leave her that shot again, though. I don't mind this. We can tap our other one after, can't we? Yeah, so, or run our other one. How much less? Just like 75 then? I 365? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay.
I like this call. Keep the rock in front of the tee line. Take away the same shot for Kerry Coon.
Just past the guard.
Good spot.
And to the 12-foot to take away the shot that Kerry Cooey attempted earlier.
It's good brushing.
Yeah. What was that? 37.
Great sweep.
What are you doing, Kerry?
Are we shot?
We're shot, Kerry. You just want a guard? We're shot.
Are we shot?
We're shot. She's got that or this.
That's the problem
We need
with
to
the
get our
guard.
two,
There's
though,
two
somehow,
options.
right?
Do you want to try and come here? Yeah. That's setting up a double.
Can we freeze on top of these red ones? Will that do anything? Will it help us later?
No, it'll help her.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's come around this way.
Well, we have to get our two somehow.
How's your time?
Problem with the guards is there's too many options here for Alberta. So they're looking at maybe throwing an out-turn draw into this area.
Well, what do you want to do then?
They're afraid of setting up the double, but I don't think there's any other call for them right now.
Do you want to call a time? Timeout?
Could be looking at a setup shot here. If there's no comfortable way of getting a second shot stone,
Kerry.
then throw this shot, just be a little bit short, knowing that you might have a chance to tap it up later in the end for your second point.
It's a very interesting team dynamic, though, here with the territories. You know, Kerry Cooey calls the entire game, except she goes down the other end for her shots and has really no input. She lets Monique call the strategy for her two stones. It's quite bizarre.
How's the weight? It's going to slide too far.
They were better off letting that rock rack on the top red stone.
She would have cut off both raises.
Okay. Yeah, that was heavy.
Kelly? Yeah, I had to get by.
Is that enough?
Now, same situation exists for Alberta.
Yeah.
They'll try to come in here, but they better not leave it high, so there'll be a double for the territories to go across the house and get rid of that other red stone.
70? Think 70, Ray? 65? 65 maybe?
If she can get this to stop at the top 8 foot, though, there's really very little that Kerry Cooey's going to be able to do. There's going to be three options for raises for Alberta, and to be able to kill that lone stone on the button, and
with the right line.
With the right line, big trouble.
I think we need to go for weight.
Line's tight. Gotta go for line. Hurry for line. Where are we? 3. Hard. Hurry, guys, hard. 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yep, roll it, roll it. Okay.
Well, what does the territories do now?
They're taking a look at these red stones to see how they line up.
I think they line up well for the territories.
Play a hit on the top.
What ice did you give me? I gave you edge of 8, so probably
we need a bit more.
There is
the wide out-turn draw is available.
Yeah, there is the draw in there.
Just looking at just follow
I don't know what
the same path that Kerry Cooey had and try to get one right into the top. It will finish enough in this spot to lie two. And now the angles aren't great for Alberta out front. There's no raise on the left-hand side of the sheet, and the one on the right is very tight.
Well, not too deep. We don't want to let her come right down to us, eh? Okay. Even if we're half in the 4. Okay, let's do it, girls.
This should finish nicely, though. If they can ever get by that guard tightly, they can get one buried in there. Potential chance to score 2 or 3.
That's the objective here of Monique Gagne.
Only for
Plays third, throws skip stones for the territories.
This is the same spot where she came up short against 3.
We're only halfway.
And this is way short again.
Okay.
This is not the same woman we have seen throw skip stones in other games in this competition.
Like coming out the same as every other game, but it's obviously not.
That's all right.
You know what? Should I play the other turns? So it doesn't warp over?
Whatever you like. Go out there.
Okay, we played this one where you guys had to draw right down the center, remember? For that guard? Yeah, probably there.
Okay.
Just a guard being thrown here by Alberta. Just concede.
Is it okay to be air?
The one.
Is it okay
just
to
to
air
block
here?
up the same
Or
kind
there?
of. I don't know if there is a draw in there anymore anyway with that guard.
No, there the only hope might be to try to throw a big weight shot on these stones and maybe get lucky. See if this stone will end up getting kicked across the top. But
Guard on the wide side of it.
I don't think there's any risk to the territories in playing that shot. But we'll see where this guard ends up.
It's coming now low. Line's fine. Line's fine. Hurry! Hard rate. Hurry, girls. Right up. Right up. Right up. Right up. Hurry! Hurry! Every inch. Okay, that's good.
Now, how does the territories get two?
I don't think there's enough room for that same draw, the outturn draw. No. I'm thinking all she has is a tap on the rock that she came short on. She's got to come full 4 foot.
There's very few
I'd have to just hit a quarter. You'd have to play this turn, wouldn't you, for it to come down that
hitting
way.
this back one, shooter rolling into the bottom of this stone and perhaps knocking this up into the 4 foot. That's pretty tricky.
Make it go down.
No kidding.
That's all we have, right?
Yeah.
Want to try it?
I guess so. What kind of weight?
Don't know if she can throw the weight that's required for this shot, to be honest. And
Peel? Do you want me to throw peel?
I think there's a tap on the rock that she was
Just
short
through,
on.
yeah. Tap the
She
side
can't.
of the button.
She can't really
This is
hurt
all
herself.
we have is to try and hit this and try and bump our other one up.
To the guard on the right-hand side that Monique Gagne put in on her first one, just a T-line tap on that. Wouldn't hurt herself, and there would be a chance of getting full 4 in the second point.
Yeah, this shot is virtually impossible.
I'm not sure this is there.
Peel. I'm not sure if this is here, but we'll try it. Okay, let's do it, girls. So you can do it.
Is she listening to you?
I think so.
I said this is not the same woman we have seen earlier. Gagne only at 48% through 6 ends. She was 77% coming into this game.
Hard, Kelly.
Well, here's the circus shot attempt from Gagne. She made contact with the stone, but she had to hit it on the backside and push it forward rather than back. So it's a single point for the territories, and with 4 ends remaining, they trail by 2.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
In some families, the skill of the game is passed down from generation to generation. Strauss Heart Drops, an herbal dietary supplement based on 8 generations of herbal knowledge. Our largest heart drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
As official supplier to Curling's Season of Champions, True Value Hardware presents quality products for your house. True Value paint, made by us and made to last. We own the factory. We test and retest our paint. We guarantee it every can at every store. True Value, around the corner from your house.
Elevating the new Ford 500 means raising the seats for a better view of the road. It means as much room in the back as in the front. It means taking the sedan to a whole new level. The new Ford 500. We keep thinking about what a sedan should be because we want you to drive a Ford.
The Strauss Herb Company manufactures a full line of herbal dietary supplements based on traditional European recipes. Our biggest Strauss Heart Drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
Ever notice the way guys love to use their Karcher? Is it because of Karcher's German engineering, incredible features, exceptional styling? It's because Karcher really cleans. Karcher invented the first household pressure washer and sells more of them worldwide than anybody else. Karcher is also the world leader in commercial and industrial cleaning equipment. Everyone loves their Karcher. Can you blame them? Trust Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
Pacers taking on the Magic tonight after Hill and Francis combined to go 1 for 10 in the first quarter. Jameer Nelson, coming in off the bench in the second, goes on a tear where he hits 6 of 7 shots, including that jumper. Indy currently have the 50-36 lead. Let's get back to Alberta and the territories at the Scott.
We remind you that tomorrow on the CBC television network, Draw 13. Prince Edward Island, Rebecca Jean MacPhee against the woman who leads the competition, Jennifer Jones of Manitoba, with a 6-1 mark. And that's tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Time on the full CBC television network.
Gotta move a bit. Are we in? No. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Rebecca Jean MacPhee and her Prince Edward Island team
Coming down.
got off to a really tough start here, losing their first 4 games. They are now trying to battle back, and they're in a tough one with Kelly Scott of British Columbia. Shelley Bradley, who throws last stones. Rebecca Jean MacPhee calls the games, attempting an angle raise for 2. She won't get it there. She gets just 1. It's tied at 4 through 7 innings. Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia.
Want to go this way?
Against 2, and Kay Zink picks up the point as she removes the 2 Saskatchewan stones. After 8, it's 7-3 for Stephanie Lawton of Saskatchewan.
Well, the good news for the territories is they stopped the bleeding. There's no more steals. The bad news, they only got 1 point with last rock. Seems to me early in this game, though, territories were looking much more comfortable stealing than they were trying to create that offense for 2 points.
I go back to that third end when they had a chance to steal again, and both Mike and Joan here in the booth questioned the call, and when they went to the break after 3, when Cathy King got 1, Fred Cooey also came down, and he said, "You made the wrong call." Without doubt.
Well, you know, it's when you got the chance to put the pressure on. They were already lying 3, and they left an easy out.
What's new about that?
8. It's coming down. Hold on. We're wide open.
Sorry, Mike.
I've lost my train of thought. No, I said when you have the chance to really put the pressure on, we're already lying 3. You know, Cathy, I mentioned at the time, Cathy King was very happy to see them hit 4th shot stone and leave them an easy draw for their 1 point.
I think you made a good point, though, Mike. We don't know what would have happened. Even if you did throw the guard or the cap on that one, there still would have been an in-off for her own, and Cathy King might have still made it. The point being, after that meeting, Monique Gagne has not made too many shots. And, you know, once that happens and you start to get a little shaky, you know, she's quite upbeat, but it doesn't feel very good when you know you're letting your team down and you're on TV. And I think that a little bit of inexperience is starting to bug Monique a little.
Another little bit. Okay.
Hey, Kelly.
Raylene Rock has really struggled tonight at second stone for Alberta. Kelly Sharp at 79%. Raylene only at 31%. Marcel, you can't get on the cell phone yet. Raylene was saying that her husband Marcel, when they were playing in the Alberta final, was leaving messages on the cell phone. He was phoning from Winnipeg. He was involved in a curling game at the time.
Well, we all have days like that, and again, the nice thing for Raylene is they're up 2
Come this way.
with the hammer.
I like this way.
I had a funny story. One of my teammates one time, we were curling out west, and he said, I've got a perfect game going. Well, we were down 7-2 at the time. And I said, don't ever do that again. You know? We're not helping the situation here. It's
Good news is Raylene is sweeping really, really good. She's helping out her team.
Wait for it, girls. We have nothing.
But we need to be there.
We can leave it
sometimes
short.
the stats aren't that important, and in this
We
case,
have no
that's,
line at all. Just short.
certainly true.
Come in a little. Yep, might as well. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Good, Kelly. Stop.
Okay, Ray, you got it.
It's a heavy draw.
She appears to be throwing it really well, and there's no rhyme or reason to what's going on with her statistics today.
No, it's on it. It's on it. Okay, right over top.
Are they going to jam or slide it? No, they're going to jam at the back, and the Yellowstone is shot.
That's just the kind of day that she's having. And as you said, Mike, it looked like she threw that one
ice there, Kelly.
quite nice.
It took forever.
So, you know, you want to blame somebody. Then
Blame the skip.
blame the skip is what I say. Great chance here for the Territories. Get a rock in behind that guard in front of the tee line.
Should be good. Should be good. Stay close.
Top 8. Got lots of line. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, whoa, let it curl.
Whoa, wait for it.
Lots of room. Tons of room.
Whoa.
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 Yep.
Little bit.
Yep. Come on.
Hard.
That's a nice shot.
Beauty, Kerry.
Got a piece of it covered.
Yes.
Nice shot, Kerry.
Well, the Territories had the edge at second stone. Lori Armstead is outplaying Kerry Cooey statistically at third stone.
Hey, just 8. Whoa. Light. No. 6, 7.
No line.
8.
It's a 10. Yep.
9.
8.
8.
Not enough weight to do
Hard
real
on the
damage
yellow.
Okay.
here. Great chance for a steal here for the Territories right now.
Just gonna come in here. Like that.
Yeah.
Just continue to apply pressure. Maybe a
Same
port
thing
there
now?
Yeah.
on the intern
Where
side
was
for
I?
Alberta.
Where was I? Okay.
Same weight would be nice.
Might be a bit less. Don't jump it, guys.
I got more.
Don't jump it.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Line.
Yeah, for line.
Line only.
Yes. We've got T plus. Room. T. No, we're
Whoa.
Yep. Bring it to it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Right to the face would be
Now.
nice.
No. Come on, hard.
Super shot.
Beauty,
That's
Kerry.
a great shot. 2 beautiful draws by Kerry Cooey.
Good job, girls.
2 beauts. That's fine. I like that.
They might as well try
job.
this
Nice
port
shot.
because the second shot is to peel.
Probably should have done that with my last one.
Yeah. Well, what would you like? That?
Well, I can see half of the one on the center line. The one in the house, I can see half of on center.
Double peel.
Okay.
You got it, Larry.
Now this is definitely a characteristic of this team, and that is Cathy King calls the shots. Notice the teams hardly ever will challenge her once she decides what that call is.
On the guard, and
That's fine.
they now lie 3.
A little unlucky at the back of the house there.
Good shot.
But opened everything
It was
up.
a good shot though, yeah, opened it up.
Good sweep.
Can I see? Thank you.
Calling the double peel. So you knew this second Yellowstone was going to go somewhere. It's just unlucky that it stuck right there and his third shot.
All of a sudden it stopped curling now, eh?
Okay, guys, I'm a little tired.
Now you'd like to see a guard really in the same position, guarding the one on the button perfectly and leaving the right-hand side of the top stone exposed.
Go, girls.
Don't want to give Cathy King an out. Just remove that stone off the button.
Whoa! 6. Top 8.
Whoa, then.
Top 8, top 12 now.
Whoa, clean it. Line's good.
Clean it tight.
Pardon?
Halfway to tight.
Yep.
Yeah, we're only halfway now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna work.
Yes. Bring it over.
Yep. Yeah.
Hard,
Little more. Hard. That's good.
The one on the button is still exposed.
That's good. They were calling it tighter, so I thought we might overcurl. I thought they were calling it tight. So that's why I thought we might
Cathy King
overcurl.
struggling early in the game in the first couple of ends. And Monique Gagne, the last 3.
Kind of weighty throwing, Kath.
Coming into this game, Cathy King was ranked 3rd at 78% and Gagne at 77%.
Could run a little bit here. Hack weight.
The degree of difficulty of the shots has been quite high, though. You know, lately, especially for the territories skip Monique Gagne, but it's a good opportunity for Cathy King to just get rid of this stone on the button, like her shooter to stay in the 4-foot area.
And of course, she has last rock on this end. She made her first Scott appearance in 1995, lost the final to Connie Laliberti.
Whoa! Close! Yep!
This should finish hard.
Whoa! Close! Yeah! Yep! Hard! Roll it, Ray, roll it! Okay.
Nice shot.
Atta girl. Okay, Kath.
Okay.
It's good.
Monique Gagne does not have to roll very far. She hits this one right on the nose. Cathy King will not be able to nose it to get shot stone.
Okay, girls, let's do it. We want a nose, eh? Okay.
Sport way, girls.
You can do it, Mo. Take your time. Good sport. Nice sport. Let's do it.
Final stone for Monique Gagne.
Soft.
She needs a nose hit.
Hard!
Hard! Hard, girls! Hard!
She might be on her own.
Hard!
Whoa!
Oh, she just got by and got the inside roll. Got shot rock.
That's good. Nice sweeping, girls.
That was not the plan to get the inside roll. They were trying to nose that stone and make it very difficult for Cathy King to get her point.
Get a little tick.
Just on release, we call that a soft release.
Hoping we could get off that yellow one up there.
As she was letting it go, she was pointing it towards the target a little bit, and the brushers really did a good job of holding that one.
It did roll into a spot where it's going to be tough for Cathy King to draw the button. She can use her own for backing.
Yes.
She can draw down right down to this stone here and still be shot rock.
But it's one of those communication things, again, between the sweepers and the person in the house, whether you need that backing.
Yeah, I guess you'd like just to throw the T-line wager. If it's there, it's there.
Final stone of the 7th, an opportunity to double the advantage over the territories as she got enough weight to get there. Lori Armistead also out rushing this stone. They need to take it every inch of the way to get shot rock. They continue to drag it. Can they take it far enough? No, it's going to come up short. So it's a steal of 1 for the territories. And it's a 1-point game. Alberta in front with 3 ends remaining here at the Mile 1 Stadium in St. John.
What a rush it brings. There's nothing else
20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
Back pain. It can affect more than your back. Robax Platinum, a special combination of 2 active ingredients. One to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value. Purex Ultra, our thickest, softest Purex ever.
Vince Carter facing his former team since being traded to the Nets, and it's a rather close one early on. Jason Kidd dishes to guess who, Vince? Oh, no, he's averaging over 26 points in 28 games versus the Nets, but Toronto had the lead in the second.
This afternoon, Stephanie Lawton and her Saskatchewan team suffered its first loss of the competition, bowing to Team Canada 7-3. But tonight, she has rebounded against Kay Zink of Nova Scotia, and with this takeout on the ninth end, picks up a single point to win it 8-3. So Saskatchewan moves into a tie for first place with Jennifer Jones of Manitoba. Each team with a record of 6 wins and a loss. Randy Olsen is the coach of the Alberta team, and he operates with a computer behind the sheet. He charts every single shot. He keeps statistics on absolutely everything during the course of a game. And talking to a couple of the members of the team last night, they said he can cite statistics for every situation, every player in the competition. They said it's really a help.
Great sweep, guys. Good sweep.
Well, the other thing that Alberta was doing during the break was talking about why are they in these situations? A lot of rocks in play and in some trouble. And
even if you're short,
Lori
that's fine,
Olsen,
Heather.
Armistead, Randy's daughter, was saying, I think we need to start bailing out sooner. We need to start peeling guards instead of leaving them in play when we are in control of this game. And I agree.
Looks like lots, no? It's only mine's good. It's a little. Yep, tight. Yep. Hurry. For weight?
This was the point in the game last night in the evening draw that we really started to see draws slowing down as they come into the center line area, the slide path. And we call that the fudge. And we explained this afternoon what fudging is, and I think it's worth explaining again, that when the ice makers prepare the ice, they sprinkle the ice with droplets. It's called the pebble. And as the game goes on and people are sliding through the middle and we're rushing through the middle, we lose that pebble. the tiny little droplets that the rock rides on, and when it gets flat, the rocks don't slide very much over it anymore, and sweeping will not carry them. So it gets a little heavier just down the middle. And it's a bit of a guess when that starts to happen in the game, or if it's going to happen. And so the experienced curlers will be watching for rocks slowing down in the house.
Hey girls, let's do it.
Great camera shot of the pebble there. Bumpy surface.
Yes! Board, hurry!
Need to get by the top one.
Just rubbed it.
Only good news for the Terraces, there's still double center guard. This is the discussion in the middle between ends was go up and peel the guard, but Cathy King is ignoring and drawing open, and I'm just going to tell you the Territories don't care about another rock in the rings. They're just going to go around this center guard, or perhaps even play the same double. Happy to leave those yellow stones out front.
And you don't need to play a double peel, you just need to get rid of one of those, the center line.
Simplify things. Absolutely.
It's through. But once again, the team does not question that call.
We've had rocks in play every end of this game. They started throwing up corner guards on the first end, and they've continued to play that way. Let's check British Columbia and Prince Edward Island.
Just playing a single angle race here. Ends up racing 3 stones in. Did not get shot.
Almost worked out for them. That was not the call. They were trying to raise it straight back.
Kelly Scott can still smile even though she gives up a steal at 1. Prince Edward Island's Rebecca Jean MacPhee leading 5-4. Quebec and New Brunswick now in a 5-5 tie. A steal by Quebec.
I don't like
and
it.
And this is the shot that we just
they have
just missed when we gave you the updates. You can see that the Territories own that control zone, those 2 tight yellow stones.
You gotta do this. You gotta make a decision. Whatever you like, Cap. Normal. Okay. What turn? Intern.
Thin double, try to get rid of those 2 stones. Danger course, running it a little straight and raising it straight back onto your own.
Right off. It's falling. Yep.
You are magic, Mike. No,
well, when Raylene's having one of those days, you know, it's just, it's scary. You know, you're sitting in the hack going, I just don't want to do this, but...
Hey guys, let's go. Top 4. Yeah.
Give him a break.
And it looks like Raylena's throwing those pretty clean, too. She had a lot of weight on that, and we have seen in the past.
It's definitely wide, though. I mean, Cathy had the broom on the inside of the stone, and she hit it right on the nose.
Make sure you don't jump it.
Like, I'm not really sure.
Fell the whole way.
Yeah. We
got 3 guards up there.
We were talking about on this ice about how straight it is.
You need to peel on your first one.
Or anything. You gotta go, eh? Little tight.
Very release sensitive.
We need to go.
Just a little bit motion out towards the broom, and it won't take any.
High ground, hard. Help.
Raylene just can't figure out what's happening with her stones.
She can't. And like I said, when you throw big weight like that, and you have just a tiny motion, as Mike says, or it's just falling with the big weight, and it's adding to her frustration level.
And I know that Lori Armstead's also frustrated. So look, we have 3 guards out there. And they had a chance to peel earlier, and they tried to draw. And again, talking about that in a minute. And when Lori mentioned that she would like to keep it simpler, Cathy, I know. And of course, then she doesn't go and call the peel. So up 1 with, and they're not in a great frame of mind right now. And it's, you know, I'm sure the Territories are a little bit more relaxed than Alberta's at this
back line.
even though they're down on the scoreboard.
Set it. Yeah, board. Yep.
Trying to sweep it by now.
Yeah, there was a danger there. Had they touched that Yellowstone, they could have really put it behind cover in the top of the 4-foot.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that they're in such a bad frame of mind, though, up one with.
Yeah, just biting's perfect. Unless you want to bump it
Not
back.
happy.
No. Just sets up a double, though. Just tight.
But as I said earlier, it appears that the territories are much more relaxed when they don't have last rock, and they're making more shots when the steel is on.
Halfway. Yep. Clean it. Clean it. Yep. We're only halfway. Hard for line. Hard. Halfway. Hard. Just over. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. It's gonna overcurl. Okay, Kerry. That's good.
The guard is fine.
I didn't realize we were. I thought we were higher on my first one.
No. Obviously not.
We'll open this one up.
Okay, let's go.
Peeling this into here, there's not much of a port in between these two stones. So I think it's you got a good chance of getting rid of one of those yellow stones for sure. And if you hit it perfectly, you might even double the 2 yellows out. So I like this peel.
This is where Raylene's ran so very straight.
Now they're on it. What angle will they catch this stone at? They are going to just get the one.
That a girl.
They drove it onto the top yellow.
Things are slightly better than they were now. But, territories still have the one buried at the top of the 4-foot.
It's opened up this in-turn draw as well.
Right here, Mo.
And I think the way to miss this is being short here for the territories. If they come in wide open, it's going to give Alberta access to the 4-foot.
I don't know.
If they drop this short,
I don't think it's moving as much as it did.
if they drop this one short in here, then Alberta would have to go very wide around the shot Yellowstone and try to get to the back 4-foot.
No, don't touch it.
Is there a rub? Get close.
We're topping. It's coming, it's coming. Is there a rub? No. Line's good now, yep.
Only top 12
Yes!
They had to wait for that stone to make a move. Are they going to rub the red or can they get it by? It's going to come up short.
Okay. Did you hit that red one, Kelly? No. Okay. Shoot. Just died, hey?
No, I don't
set up a double.
Didn't end up in a great spot for the territories. They're looking at the angles on these top stones. It looks like it chips across the top, but
I do.
Lori Armstead disagrees with Cathy King as to whether or not
well, it might at least
they drive
move it
yellow
anyways.
onto red. Will red go onto the yellow shot?
I do think that it'll make contact with the yellow, but not enough to remove it through the rings.
Well, we got to get rid of this one.
Yeah. How much do you think you're going to hit of this one?
Like an 1/8.
Oh, okay. I was
a 1/3.
I was thinking more like half. Half rock on this side.
Okay, we got to make a decision here.
Okay.
The only thing is with nose, like it won't have, the red won't have enough momentum to get the other one out.
Time shouldn't be a factor. Both teams have over 15 minutes remaining.
And, we talked about the wanting to make sure they didn't have enough momentum. I think hitting an 8 also, you won't get rid of the top yellow either. So I think about half is right.
Yeah, normal down.
You can spin that Yellowstone right through the rings. The Yellowstone at the top of the 12-foot. I think you're going to. I think it will remove that stone if it's hit correctly. But it has to be. There's only one angle I think they can get a ideal shot here.
They're brushing this one all the way. Yellow onto red, onto yellow, and they are going to wind up with shot stone.
Can't sweep.
Yep. Great shot.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
And a good call by Lori
a great
Armistead
shot, Cathy.
to talk her into it.
Kathy
Atta
King's
girl.
initial
That's a
reaction,
great
she
shot.
didn't think the shot was there.
They're on the same weight, girls. It was perfect.
Little sweeping mistake from the territories. Left this shot for Alberta. And Cathy King made no mistake.
Still got to go for weight if you need it for weight, though, right? Yeah.
Big shot here for Monique Gagne.
Trying to sink this on the in-turn side. Same line she just had to be perfect. Just another 3 or 4 feet of weight.
Where? Back 8. Past the guard.
Wait for it. No, it's coming.
They have to wait for it to start to move across.
Well, it's too late.
But has she got too much weight? It certainly looks that way, and it is going to slide through. And now a chance for Cathy King with last stone on this 8th end to draw for 2.
A huge turnaround. One little sweeping error, got them into trouble.
Well, and as I said, Mike, I question the call. If you come short, I don't think Cathy King has a really good chance of getting 2. She'd have to make a very, very precise, wide back 4-foot draw on her first stone.
Okay, Kath.
What do you think on this side, Trace? 65, 70?
65, 60.
A great chance here for Alberta. Some frustrating rocks thrown by the second and the third. And now Cathy King has a chance to get the deuce.
Whoa, that's hot. Whoa! Stay with it.
Who needs to go?
Lori Armistead said, whoa, it's hot, but the 2 women out front who are doing the work jumped on it almost immediately. They have to be full 12.
Right in.
And it's there. Coming to the edge of the 4 to pick up 2 at the final stone of the 8th. And Cathy King and her Alberta team move into a 3-point lead.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
2 keys.
Hey, thanks. Cheers.
Give him to me! Give him to me! Oh, I think you sprained his neck. Alexander Keith labored on this beer since 1820, and you plonk it on the head like it's a piñata. It's the pride of Nova Scotia. Give it the respect it deserves. Now, grab that there napkin, make a wee neck brace. No, Nancy, you've done enough for one night. Wrap it around. Not a hat, a neck brace, Jimmy. Is it so difficult? It's not a fashion show. It's an emergency.
Hurry! 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 Come on, hurry hard! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value.
For NBA action tonight, Knicks on the road, Pistons home side looking good. Richard Hamilton, bounce feed to Tayshaun Prince. And Detroit are still leading. It's 51-42 at the half. Now let's get you back to the Scott in the Rock.
Cathy King and her Alberta teammates didn't get off to a great start, but they now lead it by 3 with 2 ends remaining. King with a draw for two excellent shots on the 8th end to get the deuce.
And they needed it. They were in trouble. Alberta was not playing very well. Missing shots with Raylene Rock as well as Lori Armistead.
Come to the middle. Yep. 3.
Nice shots for Cathy King, and they're in the driver's seat. Up 3 and 9. Not safe by any means. Not with free guard zone in this Territories team that puts all his rocks in play.
Yeah. Hey girls, let's do it.
13 minutes and 5 seconds remaining for Alberta, 14-23 for the Territories.
As you said, Don, that should be fine. They've had rocks in play every end, and that's why they are down in that range. But as I said earlier in the show, Territories had one game that they had 3 ends left, not 2, with this 14 minutes, and they made it. So.
You know, we talked earlier about the few games that the team from the Territories had played, something like 22 before coming to the Scott. The Alberta team this year has played over 80, and they had winnings of 43,500 on the cash circuit.
Oh man, guys.
Cathy King's team went to every major bonspiel, I think, across Western Canada and more. And Kerry Cooey's team have played together, the 3 of them in juniors, and then picking up Kelly Sharp, as we explained earlier. Kerry actually spent last season in Saskatchewan. She was going to university in Saskatoon, finishing off her Bachelor of Education, and spent the curling season with some players out of Saskatoon playing in some bonspiels.
Heather.
That's fine.
Sorry, Kerry.
Territories were hoping for a freeze there.
Hey, Raging.
Bumped by. Bumped it too deep.
Prince Edward Island leading BC 5-4, playing the 10th. I really hesitate to mention these numbers, but Raylene Rock really struggling, 28%.
That will help, that shot.
Sorry, Ray.
29. No, I'm joking.
I said she just looked at the scoreboard. We're up 3.
Tomorrow's another day.
Well, you know what? If she's going to win, she would be curl 30% all the time if you knew you were going to get a win out of it, that's for sure.
Whoa, just clean.
Oh, and they've got a great attitude. All of these women
we have nothing
on the curling ice tonight. I don't think they'd get down for too long. A real bubbly personality in Raylene. I think she could joke about it, make fun of herself, and move on to the next game.
Kelly.
I'm sorry.
The Territory's just not getting these freezes just right.
Earlier in the game they were.
Normal this time.
Yes, I agree. Earlier in the game they were nailing the placement of those draws into the forfeit.
Good shot.
That's it. Good shot.
Alberta lies 4.
Yeah, 2 good shots there.
Oh, they're leaving pockets though, Mike, and Rock's behind the tee line.
That was the call, though. Just trying to encourage Raylene.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I didn't like the call.
I don't like all the rocks to play.
I don't like the call then, because That's just creating the wall of death, as I've referred to it for years, behind the tee line for the opposition to use.
Seems a little less.
Still out there.
Girl, baby, girl.
Whoa.
Girl.
It's not curling. Make sure though it's here, guys. Mine's not bad. Yep. Hard. Okay. Good?
Up, Kelly.
Sorry.
You want to play at her or you want to just guard?
Oh.
What are we sitting?
2. If we play, we have to throw back line. It's really straight here.
Guard her.
They could throw
You can
more
always
weight
rip
in
the
and
front.
lose one of their own too.
Let's call a
Wanna do
timeout
that?
here, Kath.
Okay, let's rip it then. Okay, time.
Timeout?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to consult with Coach Brandy Olson. Beth Iskew is the 5th player on the team.
Yeah.
I think they could throw big
then
weight
where
at
it's
that
wide
stone at
open,
the top of
most she's
4
gonna get
and
is 2.
blast and lose a couple of their
Okay.
own.
So although that rock,
Pretty
the territories
straight in
isn't
that spot.
short,
That's
shot
why I'm
stone, it's in a good
nervous to
spot.
play it.
Ripping?
No, the back
No, we're
line.
talking rip the guard.
Yeah.
You like ripping the guard?
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Just play them all in the house.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. She'll probably. What will she
Play
do?
a tap.
I'm gonna play another tap around there, but then you're in the house,
Okay.
and you got some more different angles to play.
Okay. And this is only my first one, so I can bail with my second one too.
I much prefer that call to the guard. Another option would be to throw some weight at this top stone, and you could actually lose one of your own, which wouldn't be a bad thing, and save your shooter.
You got it. Peel weight.
Right at the top of the 8-foot. But I like the peeling the guard's a good call.
Can you
I
get
think
that fuzzy? Yep.
guarding it with a 3-point lead. Again, we talked about that
Peel weight.
yesterday when Cathy would ignore stones in the rings and play guards, and the territories would love them to throw a guard here.
Well, it was Lori Armistead who wanted to run the guard. That was her initial reaction.
Here's a miss. Oh, it got away with it.
Hard, right over.
Thought
Sorry,
she was going to
guys.
stay a little closer to the line. That did the trick, though, open things up.
Ideally, she wanted to take her shooter totally out of play, but as you said, it does open things up.
Little tap, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, girls. Won't need much ice. Stays so straight.
Yeah, no, we would
Now
need way
looking at-
less. That's where I gave Kelly.
At tapping their own, part of me, I'm thinking that you leave that rock
Even a
there,
bit
play a
less.
tap on those red stones on the side.
Hey, girls, let's do it.
Think that's still too much, Kelly?
And we're talking about just tapping this one. It'll bring in, these are the rocks I think you should move around. Get them behind the tee line.
Mine's tight.
Mine's good.
Needs it.
Hard then.
Where's weight?
Hard.
Hard, girls. Top 8. Can I curl? Can
Hard
you
for weight.
Yeah, it's deep. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa if you can. You can. Need it.
Hard. Maintain the angle. It's a good shot.
Shot, Kerry.
It's a great spot, actually.
We talked about the remaining games for the territories. BC and Canada tomorrow. Saskatchewan and Manitoba on Thursday.
Right on the nose? Yep.
Hit it right on the nose. That yellow stone on the top of the button will probably spin out of the 4-foot depending on how much of it they catch, but good chance here, even if you just peel the top one off.
And both yellows go out of the rings.
Great shot.
Alberta will lie for. Well, the one yellow doesn't roll out of the rings. It hangs for a bite, but Alberta still lies for. Alberta's schedule tomorrow, Prince Edward Island and Manitoba. Thursday, Nova Scotia, Ontario.
Shot. Had a girl.
You know, the first time we've seen Alberta peel, and it paid off dividends right away.
Got lots, Kelly.
And now without that rock
Back
out
8.
front, the territories have
Thanks for that
nothing
heavy
really to
side.
work with. Now they need to
Make a great freeze.
make it a great freeze. on one rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard.
Need to get it by that top redstone.
Whoa.
Just a little rub,
Shot, Kerry.
but it is shot rock.
It's actually not too bad.
No, we can't really do it that way.
Can you peel it?
Yeah, I think so. It's a little higher than the other one, eh? Just a corner of it.
Wouldn't mind taking the back one with it. Yeah, it'd be good.
During the break between ends, Cathy King was talking to her teammates and talking about some of the problems she was having with her throwing, and Tracy Bush offered this advice.
Okay, let's go.
Way to get us 2 points, Skip.
I didn't think I pulled back.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
You're kicking out and then you're just kind of going like that.
Okay.
So, but I'm not, there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying.
It was right to
that's
the
why your kicks are
all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're talking about why her split times are all off. Kicking out hard, pulling back before the release will slow down the weight of the rock.
Now back to the live delivery by Cathy King. And up goes the yellow. Again, Alberta lies 4.
Atta girl, Kath. That's good. Great shot. Atta girl. That's a great shot, Kath.
Yeah, that's actually better.
Yeah. Good one.
Curled a bit, eh?
Yeah. I was looking at that.
I know.
But it can come right here.
Make that.
She's just got to nail that anywhere, though.
What about a freeze? I like that.
Not a lot of great options here for the Territories. They looked at initially calling one into here, but that would just leave a
Unless we try to do this.
short run back for Cathy King.
Roll over to here.
I like that better, I think.
With what? Just heavy draw?
Yeah. It's just we have to get here. We can't leave it here. It has to be over here.
Girls, do you want to call a timeout?
Well, with no guards and no rocks behind the tee line, Territories don't have a lot to work with.
The Territories calling a timeout. Fred Cooey will come out along with Shona Barber.
What about a freeze? Right there? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, money. It's not much.
There aren't many great options here for the Territories.
I don't know.
Can you draw in there?
With where the out turn?
They have. All they got to do is hit it anywhere, and it's
What if
gone
we're
now.
back 4 though?
That's okay. What else
She's
you got?
just got to nail that. Though. She's got to nail that top one though.
We need 2.
She's just got to nail that top one anywhere. Like we can be on this side of the 4 foot, but
So what have you tapped that coming?
tap that one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at
Or
that.
even tap that. And
Tap what?
That's not a bad call.
either one.
Yeah,
But
she's
you
just got to
gotta
hit
try
the
it
front
draw.
and it's gone. That's all.
Yeah,
Draw
but
where?
still, you have to get in there.
Yeah.
Even, right? Or freeze, corner freeze there. She's going to guard, then what do you do?
Yeah, then they're lying too.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
So you have to come in, you have to move one.
Gotta move that one back.
You have to move that one.
Which one? I don't know which
outside
one you're
one.
talking about. Okay.
So you got a shot for your last rock. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
The draw in there?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Try the draw in here.
Draw?
Yeah, draw.
Come off
This
that. Okay.
Coming off the outside
So you're throwing
red
what,
stone
back
and
here?
rolling to the back of the button
Yeah.
where the angles aren't very
Right?
good.
Yes.
Just heavy draw, rub off this red stone and have the shooter roll across, maybe half exposed on the other side of the button, and not allow Alberta that short double raise.
Back 4 weight.
Tough position
Try for back 4
for
weight.
Monique Gagnon.
Let's go, hot shot. Hey girls, let's do it.
First stone of the end.
Yep.
Monique Gagne.
Gotta go, guys.
Looking at 4 Alberta rocks.
Where? Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Yes.
It's over curling.
Come on, Kelly.
Hard.
Come on.
Hard.
She's going to catch the red stone up front. Yes. And she'll leave Alberta lying 2.
No, then she can run that one, eh?
Not a bad shot. It's going to be tough to remove for Cathy.
She's got to angle this in somehow.
I think if we tap and roll here, then she won't have it. Like if we tap it this way, then she won't have the double. Can't have a separation. We can't hit it on the nose, I don't think. You don't like it?
Yeah, I do. Let's do it. You got it, Kath.
So we're just tapping it? We're just tapping it? What do you think she needs to throw? 60? 60.
So you want to roll this way over to the yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking to hit about a
Are you
quarter of the
hammering
top
that?
red stone on the that's touching the center line.
We're
Have
tapping.
the shooter roll over towards that
We want to
yellow
roll the
territory
shooter, though,
stone.
towards the 8 foot.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, towards the yellow. 8.
So I'm just wondering, like that last 10, how much more ice did you have? It was middle of.
She's looking for T-line weight.
8,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to be a different kick or the same?
I'm not sure.
Try 55, Kath.
Okay.
Give me a touch more.
Cathy King leads by 3, is lying 2 as she delivers her final stone of this 9th end.
Whoa, line. No line. No line.
8.
Close.
6.
Close. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's 8.
Whoa.
6, Trace. It's just 6.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's 8.
8. We gotta touch it. Whoa. Yep.
7.
Whoa. Whoa.
Looks
whoa.
good.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's just a little roll. That's a good shot.
Very good to lie 3.
I think that's a great shot.
That's it.
No shot for 2 there, but here's a shot for 1.
That's good, Kath.
I could have hit it a little harder, eh? To be in there.
Want that? Like these. If we slam
Like just
it,
hitting a quarter?
if we slam it here, what's that gonna do?
Yeah, that's going to come to here. This might move out
But
enough.
what's that? Is that that's gonna go in for shot, won't it?
It's going to go straight across.
Yeah.
What else do we have though, really? Right?
Nothing.
Peel?
Yeah. Throw your good peel there, Mo.
There aren't many choices.
Not sure what they've decided to do. I said I think the easiest
Gotta
shot for them to
slam it on the
score is to hit the yellow
Okay.
and have it squeeze through into the top of the button. And that's what it looks like what they're calling. I think it actually will go in there easily. If they hit it really hard about half rock, I think their yellow's going to slide right out.
Okay,
But
let's do it, girls.
got to be careful not to throw too much weight here. It's a good look at it.
Well, Monique Gagne desperately needs this shot or it's virtually game over.
Threw a lot of weight, that's for sure.
Hard, guys. Hard.
And the end result.
Good try. A little thinner.
She didn't get there for shot. 1 red, so it's a steal of 1
So close, Mo.
and an 8-4 lead heading to the 10th end. Cathy King with a great final shot here on 10.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
Hey,
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch?
Thinking soup.
Or sandwich?
Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
Best curlers are coming to Victoria. Now there are new ticket packages ranging from 2 days to 4 days and priced from just $75. Call toll free or online at FordWorldCurling.com.
This is where the world will rock. Victoria.
Hi, I'm Betty Hinton, Member of Parliament for Kamloops Thompson Caribou.
And I'm Jim Strauss, manager of the Strauss Herd Company.
We'd like to invite you to join us to attend the Strauss Canada Cup of Curling this March in beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia. Bring your skis and take a few runs at the Sun Peaks Resort.
Or bring your golf clubs and play our award-winning Kamloops golf courses.
Above all, enjoy watching the best curlers in the country at this year's Strauss Canada Cup of Curling.
Come join us in Kamloops.
We came here for the rivers and mountains. Penny's our gardener. She's blooming smart, naturally. Folks come in, we know what they need. Drop by for some advice. I'll show you how to tie a fly.
True value. Help is just around the corner.
NBA latest. Bucks taking on the Bobcats tonight. Off the fast break, it's Desmond Mason to Michael Redd for the lay, and Redd looking awfully good in this one. He missed the last 3 games with a finger injury. Milwaukee leading 101-96 in the fourth quarter.
Thanks, you guys. Good game.
Well, they discussed what they might do and decided, trailing by 4, it was time to shake hands. There was some suggestion that they might try and play the 10th, but with the steal by Alberta on the 9th for an 8-4 lead, Kerry and her Territories teammates decided to shake hands. So it's been a good Tuesday for Cathy King and her Alberta teammates. Their record now improves to 4-3. So they've won 3 in a row after going 1-3 to start the competition. Kelly Scott has really struggled with her draw weight. On the 10th end against Rebecca Jean MacPhee, she had a chance to draw for 2 to win the game. She comes up short. Gets just 1, so they are going to an extra end. Quebec versus New Brunswick, last rock of the 10th end. And an attempted raise with 2 Yellowstones sitting on the edge of the one in the 4-foot, the other on the edge of the 4-foot. And Brenda Nichols wrecks out front. So Sandy Como and her New Brunswick team also 4-3 on this 8-5 victory. So we now move over to the final game to be completed. The contest here between British Columbia and Prince Edward Island.
Whoa! Whoa! Get it out of there. Oh.
And you can see British Columbia's got a stone in a great position behind 3 guards, now able to throw a 4th guard on this stone on the top of the button. And PI, if they're hoping to stay in the hunt here with 4 losses already, they're going to need to find a way to get that one removed at some point, because you wouldn't want to have to outdraw that one.
That rock put in there by Sasha Carter. The second on Team BC.
Clean. Clean. It's got a curl. Bring it when you can.
And this is Michelle Allen throwing the guard, as you said, the 4th guard. Never good when you're in the extra end with hammer and
clean. Great
there
shot.
are 4 guards out front.
It's a very important game for British Columbia. They've already lost to one team that was 2-4 today when they lost to Jen Hanna this afternoon, and they'd hate to drop another one to 2-4 PEI.
It's not opening up this though. Can't catch that red really skinny, can you? I don't know if I can throw enough weight.
Red, yellow, red is also a possibility here.
Well, you got to blast. I don't think there's any other shot but to try to remove at least 2 of those guards.
And then this red comes there.
They're looking at the combinations of double peels.
Catching it there. Wow. I'm just thinking we get rid of these 2 red then. Where's this one going into that? Gotta move something. Peel.
This is the least appealing of the doubles to me. I think I'd like to get one of the yellow stones running back into the ring somehow, if it possible. Any
like the 2 reds, skinny?
It's a very tough double.
That's what I'm hoping.
This one.
I don't mind this, Mike.
It's tough to hit thin enough to get it across the top of the faces, which is what they're calling. I think it's very tough to get both reds. But if they do make it, though, you actually will get rid of 3 guards.
You spin the second red one into the house, you might get fortunate. You have to throw some weight at this.
Whoa. Close. Whoa.
Lots of rotation. Going to get a lot of action on the shooter.
Well, she moves a lot of stones around. That really cleans things up out front.
That is a great shot.
That is a great shot.
Rebecca Jean was somewhat concerned whether she could throw enough weight to move all of those rocks.
And a lot of that is, as Mike was pointing out, the rotation that this entire PEI team puts on their rocks. And it really works well in the arena.
One more double peel here, and they'll really get out of trouble. It was 4 guards on that stone at the top of the button a moment ago, and that's big help.
Line's
Maybe
tighter.
too little too late, though.
Clean,
it's getting
let it
late in the
dry.
end.
They need another double.
Rebecca Jean MacPhee is the 3rd, so
Can curl a bit
this
if
will
you
be
can.
the third's
Bring it.
last
Yep,
shot
hurry
for
line.
BC,
Hurry
and
line.
followed by
Hurry
the
line.
third's
Line
last
straight.
for
Hurry.
PEI.
Hurry.
So
Hurry.
something needs to
Hurry.
happen
Right
in a
up,
hurry.
Right up, right up.
A similar situation with
Good
Prince
job,
Edward
nice
Island to
shot.
what we witnessed with the Territories. Rebecca Jean MacPhee skips but throws third stones.
What are we doing?
And Shelley Bradley throws skip stones.
That's a great shot by Michelle Allen because it's
The
so
double peel?
high and the double peel is so hard now.
You gotta try it. Yeah.
To make this double peel, her shooter will stay on just the side of the forefoot. Won't be able to clear it.
Oh, no, never.
Just needs to curl
Curl up.
for a piece.
Just a single.
Prince Edward Island lost their first 4 games, then came back with their first win, 8-6 last night over Newfoundland, and today they defeated Ontario by a score of 8-4. And they were leading this one. They dodged a bullet when Kelly Scott came up short with her draw attempt for 2 in the 10th end, and that's the reason for the extra end. They have last rock advantage, but they're in some difficulty here.
Problem with that peel is Rebecca Jean just ticked that guard over there, and that takes away the in-turn path to the button as well, so would have been nice to remove that stone entirely. Shelley Bradley is more than likely right now, if things stay the same, is going to have to play an angle raise, and that's one of her yellow stones to get shot rock.
This has been a tough game for Kelly Scott, only at 53%. We've seen her several times with a chance for multiple points come up short, or particularly on her draws. She missed a couple of takeouts as well, but it's the draw weight that has really plagued her.
Easy, easy. Yep.
Great position here, though.
Doesn't want to set up the double peel.
Clean, clean. Whoa.
Getting very tight. That's a little too close. Shelley Bradley will have a great chance here.
I'm not sure why they were bringing that rock farther in the house. Why not leave it high?
Just get over the hog line, leave it alone. Take shot.
This will be a double peel attempt by Shelley Bradley. She could get lucky too and come across the top of this stone and drive it into the house. So you either double peel or you drive that second guard back.
I think that's what you try to play, absolutely. I think you try to make that run back. It's very makeable.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Curl. Curl a bit more. Ooh,
Okay.
don't stay in. Okay, Shell.
And that's unfortunate. As you said, Mike, if Kelly Scott puts rocks in the guard in the same way, doesn't matter where it is, she'll be forced to play the long angle on her own.
Even if Kelly Scott doesn't throw this, she would have a very difficult shot at this stage. The run back on the center line guard isn't that much easier either.
Kelly Scott suffered her second loss of the competition today, 8-3 to British Columbia, 8-3 to Ontario.
CODA, A Boy's Seeing Eyes, brought to you by Yukonuba. To learn how to analyze everyday situations and make life-saving decisions, this black lab needed the proper nutrition as she grew, which is why puppies like her should be nourished with Yukonuba, containing high levels of the brain-building nutrient DHA, shown to promote smarter, more trainable puppies in a study of pups and mothers fed Yukonuba.
CODA's gotta have brains to be my eyes.
Yukonuba, what healthy puppies are made of.